Welcome, darling adventurers, to the wild and wonderful world of Cataclysm. Today, upon this esteemed day, we gather to honor several things: friendship, birthdays, terror. But in specificity, our neer-do-wells are traipsing their way through the agonizing torment of Palor Dral, through the deserts and the fire and the flame, and they are making their way towards the woods of Zerlargo, where they encountered an extremely old, very prejudicial woman. Now, they are on their way to Korenberg in order to avail themselves of the wonder of gnomish literature and arcane study. Now, whoever does it first, roll me a percentile, and we will get our random encounter before we get to Korenberg. God damn.
Olivia was on the draw.
Fastest fingers in the West.
That's why you get the, that's why you get the dates. No, that's a good thing. Let's see what we have here.
A band of buxom drow? What?
What? All for me?
With a sign that says "Happy Birthday, Silas."
Actually, you know what?
Oh my god.
As you round the bend, you see what seems to be a small table with a bottle in the center of it, surrounded by banners and festoonery and ribbons and ornaments, and there's a little sign on it that says "Happy Birthday, Silas." With regards, everyone who loves you. And as you can tell, a lot of people put a lot of effort into this. How do you respond?
I'll be damned, I forgot! Look at that! He's definitely gonna go over and fucking check everything out, absolutely beaming.
As you skeet over there, you discover that there is a small note, and the note says, "Here are all the things you need to play alley-oop as you requested for your birthday, dear Silas. Regards, your family."
I'll be damned. Fellas, come on over here.
Oh, this will be curious.
Man. It's a sad state of affairs. I completely forgot my birthday was today. Ain't that some shit? I've been working too hard.
Working too hard on being evil. It's tough work.
It's hard. You gotta keep up a lot of horrible shit. But, it being my birthday and all, why don't we play a little game?
I'm all for it.
In the distance, you hear the faint sound of a gun loading to imply that the fun is mandatory.
If a lot of you want to do it.
No detail.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm too excited. I'll tell you how to do it. So, where I'm from, as you might have guessed, it's pretty peculiar there. Has to be if I came out of it. But birthdays and celebrations in general are very, very important to my people. So, this is one of the games we play on such a day. And Silas will just kind of flash the little paper at y'all, and he will explain to you the rules of alley-oop, which I guess either Ian or I will post the rules of in the chat. I made this up an hour ago, so hope you like it.
I am going to post alley-oop into second 6, and we are going to play this game. If it is your birthday week, you can request any inane tomfoolery that you desire. It's pretty straightforward. Why don't you explain it to him, Silas?
Alright, so this basically like spin the bottle, but instead of getting nasty, you just get cookies or some shit like that. So, what we'd all do is we'd all sit in a circle, and he sits down. Whoever goes first, well, it'll be me this time because I know how to play it. But what we do is we take a little doohickey, we spin it, and if it lands on you, you get a little prize, and you just keep on doing that until somebody gets spun onto 3 times in a row, or just 3 times. It's real straightforward. It's just meant to bring a smile to your face. Y'all got any questions? Let me know.
Asger plops down.
Fantastic.
With the thud, you can actually see the imprints of his ass cheeks burrowing into the ground.
Incredibly impressive.
Yes, what happens when the bottle lands on us 3 times?
You get the big prize, and then the game's over.
What's the big prize?
I will show you. And then he pulls out a little, just, I guess like 4" by 3", almost like a flask looking little glass bottle. And it's full of this weird green liquid, and scrawled on it, it just says, "The good shit." I have been saving this, actually, in anticipation for playing this game again. I don't know what it is. Smells like absinthe. Might be. I've never been brave enough to taste it. But whoever wins gets this. And then the game's over.
Do we want to use a map to make sure that we're sitting across from each other?
We already are.
No. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Well, I put down a map, so if everyone just goes on a Roll20, I have your map. We're using the old Drow Matron map because
It works.
we came up with this while I was out, so
Yeah.
I couldn't do nothing.
And who is quote unquote sitting across from Milo? Would that just be a toss up between me and...
No. I actually put it in so that just read the mechanical rules for 4B. It's like, depending on since there's 5 of us, we're gonna use a D20, and like I'll get 1 through 4. Somebody else will get 5 through 8, and then whoever rolls, you take the number that they rolled. So if it's like a 2, you take the physical D20 and you look on the other side of the die, and that's 19. So if whoever has 19 in their little number pool gives them the thing.
Oh. That's really fucking clever.
It's a really fucking cool game they pulled out of their ass in like an hour. Actually, not bad.
Yeah.
Also, Milo, if you wish to enter the scene, you may do so as just discussed.
Okay, yeah. So Milo's. This is like a bar. This is like a tavern.
You're like it's like a field. It's like a field in a forest where all these tables and ribbons have been set up, and I guess you can emerge out of the woods if you desire.
Yeah, Milo comes. He's holding a like a half-empty bottle, and he's staggering forward, but he's got a very intense look on his face, and you see his big demon eye is like fully engorged and like activated and just full of blood and kind of like radiating like a kind of sick light.
His eye, huh?
Yeah, and he's activating his true sight is what's happening, and he's using it to like find y'all.
Holy shit.
And he just wanted to come here, and he sees everything, and he just sits down, not saying anything. But he looks like he's been through hell. His horn is like chipped at one of the ends, and he's got like huge bags under his eyes, and he just sits down silently.
Whew.
the devil, you returned.
The hell happened to you?
Speak of the devil. You look like it.
Hey.
What happened
Speaking
to
of the
me?
devil,
What
you
happened?
look like hell.
What happened to me? What happened to me? What happened to you? What happy whatever? Hi.
Holy man, it looks like he needs a refurbish.
You
What a
feeling
birthday
okay?
present this is.
Here, let Asger speak. Go ahead, Asger.
You feeling okay there, Milo?
Milo, like, kind of slaps the side of his head and kind of like turns off the seeing eye, and he kind of like blinks out of it. And he says, "I feel great." He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, none of it. Who cares? What matters? He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Can I roll insight on him?
Who's dead?
Roll insight on me. Yeah.
Go ahead and insight versus deception. If Milo is going to actively deceive. Jesus!
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know what that means. I'm not like lying about anything necessarily. I think Milo is in a very vulnerable place right now.
Go ahead and describe what they read off of you, Milo. It's your call.
Okay. I guess. I mean, with the 24, you've never seen. Well, you just met Milo, but even the others have never seen Milo like this. I guess upset. He looks very upset. You didn't need a roll of 24 to gather that, but I don't know what else to tell you there. He's upset. And drunk. Oh yeah, he's drunk. He's drunk.
You can tell
That too.
that something has shaken Milo's near eternal lifespan to its core. He saw something that upended and uprooted everything he believes in. And he took to the bottle to forget, but it's not going to go away.
And then he just says, "Hey, what you playing?"
Oh, it's called alley-oop. Fuck,
Well,
I hope you win it.
Well, I want to play. Deal me in.
Definitely. Okay. Who's dead? You said they're dead, and I think I might have an idea.
Oh, everybody. Listen, ask your buddy. Everybody. We're all. That's what we're doing it for. Everybody being dead is okay. So what's a dead thing or two? Nothing. They're all following them. I don't even have anybody who follows. Dumbass. Fucking.
I'm loving the shit out of this out of character.
It's game time. Are we ready? Are we getting ready to rumble? Because I'm Milo. Let's play.
Bellfan is gonna gently reach for the bottle in Milo's hand and tug it away.
Don't take a man's drink away when he's grieving. He looks like he's going through something like I went through.
Looks
the
like
other
he's
day.
had enough, Asker.
He's
that's
going through
fine.
something.
I need to drink twice as much as I've already drank immediately. Oh
no,
wait.
that's immediate.
I don't relinquish the bottle. If you can grab it. You can try to grab. You got to roll something to grab it though. 'Cause
Yes. And in case
which I mean, you're gonna succeed here. This is not.
Asger's not the one taking it. Asger said to leave the bottle.
I have a gallon of ale I can give you if he takes it.
I have that weird brandy that fucked with us still.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Charisma. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, Ian, I'm seeing what you sent me.
Alright.
Alright, Belfin, if you want to take the booze bottle from the fiend, you have to roll a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw?
Yes.
Hey, buddy, don't take it. Come on.
It's very special devil booze.
He's a very charismatic drunk.
Okay.
Well, pretty high.
You snag the bottle away from him, and you feel the liquid slosh in the open bottle and almost spill out of the entryway. But you manage to hold on to it pretty firmly. What's strange about it is holding on to this doesn't seem to be an act of strength or an act of guile. It seems to be an act of willpower. The bottle seems to almost draw you into its confines and wants you to become part of it. It's a very...
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Hey, that's mine.
Ask her, hold him. There's something weird about this bottle.
Why would I hold him? I just
No,
hand
there's
him another
nothing-
bottle.
There's nothing weird about the bottle. The bottle is mine. It's mine. I was drinking it. You need to give it back. And it's nothing. It's not. It's me. Okay. That's just the stuff I like. Like, what's your favorite?
I'm saying it's suspect because it tried to lure me into its contents.
Olivia,
Yes.
the crankling and the.
Oh,
Always
fuck,
with
I'm
the
so sorry.
crinkling.
I'm saying it's suspect because it tried to lure me into its confines. Now, can we
Does
hold?
your booze
Maybe
not
it likes
does
you.
Does your booze not do that to you? Because I thought that was just a universal thing.
He's not actually wrong.
Yeah, I've drank some weird shit.
Milo, what proof is your alcohol?
Oh, the proof's in the pudding, my. It is proven. I'll say that.
I wanna take.
Go.
Can I take like maybe if I have like a jar lid, or like just palm like a shot of it in my hand. I want to see how flammable it is.
You can birdie it if you want.
Birdie it?
Hang on. Ian,
just
I
drink
casted
it.
Identify on this shit. What is this?
Hold on a second. Let me double check what Identify tells you.
Oh my god, you just said double check, but it sounded like you said devil check.
Let me double check what this does.
Let me
Make
double
it
check.
There's something suspect about this stuff.
666.
Actually, you know what? I was actually going to say that the proof of the alcohol is 666.
Yes, I love it.
It's three.
Death in the bottle.
Holy shit!
The proof.
She does extend. Ponike extends her hand and asks for like a shot of it to be put in her palm.
Okay. Is anyone going to oblige?
Opens one with the bottle.
I'll do it.
Wait, I'm asking about. I'm not until I know what this is. Then
It is extremely powerful, fiendish alcohol. So much so that it can actually alter the consciousness of things that would otherwise be immune to being inebriated.
Okay, never mind. It is not dangerous. And he hands it. And he hands it back to Milo.
There you go.
Thank you. Finally, someone.
He takes a pull of it.
Excuse me.
Ponike still has her hand out.
Gib.
Oh, I start pouring it on her straight onto her hand, not like, like all over.
Okay, I'm just.
The second it hits my hand, I do my.
What do you do?
The second it hits my hand, I trigger my ignite ability.
Oh my god.
I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, really?
It's 333% alcohol. It's somehow more alcohol per unit than should be physically possible.
I thought it'd be a deck save with all the broken glass.
Just
sure to be
explode?
flying.
You can choose.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Into that.
You could choose.
God.
Oh no! You could.
I'm fine.
Oh no! Okay. Ponike, in a fervent display of bravado, was like, "Oh, a flammable fluid. Oh, this is easy." Lights it, and then you are all instantaneously knocked off your asses by an enormous sonic boom that reverberates through the air, scares birds out of every tree within a mile, and possibly even wakes the dead. The lot of you are deafened for the next minute. Belfin, you're fine. Ponike, you're fine. But Silas, Asger, and Milo, you are deafened and you are shook.
And I'm saying, it's like you just hear, you see the light bulb in Belfin's like eyes glow again. It's like, I need more of that shit. That's an explosive.
I didn't realize how powerful it would have been.
Mop.
Meanwhile, everybody else.
Asger sits up after getting knocked on his ass and kind of looks at Ponike with this like, I am going to end you look.
Asger's eyebrow.
Of you owes me a bottle. What? I said one of you owes me a bottle.
Ponike she will burn into the dirt. She's gonna like score the dirt with her finger to write a message that just says, "I apologize. I didn't realize how destructive it would have been."
Wait, I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Why?
Just do it. Oh no!
See it coming?
I wonder what's gonna
The
happen.
party fears a dexterity saving throw.
And Flash Genius, 18.
Okay. As a lot of you are preparing yourselves. Alright, go ahead and roll yours, Asger.
Do I see it coming? Yes or no?
You hear something coming, and you look up.
I do. I'm deaf.
Oh, you do not.
Oh, cool.
You do.
13.
Okay.
18, Ian.
All right. So.
Hey, I'm sorry. Can I just 2, 3, 2, 8, 2, 3? Holy shit! These are some garbage rolls. I love it.
I know it is. This is a good day for me to kill you all, but it's a non-combat day. I'm pretty mad. Whenever it's like, oh hey, random little birthday party, all of you rolling just trash. It's like fighting a Tarrasque. Everyone's getting 20s. like. All right. So as the lot of you are bumbling around, recomposing yourself afterwards, you notice that the bottle at the center of the table is missing. And those of you who can hear a Stuka dive bomber noise, and Belfin and Silas and Asger, you look up and you see the bottle accelerating downwards at extremely high speeds, careening towards the ground. What are you all gonna do?
Fucking jump out of the way.
Stupid.
I'm not gonna try and catch it.
Asger tries to bat it out of the air.
Okay, give me an attack.
Cat.
Give me an attack roll against the bottle, or do you want to try to catch
Oh my
it,
God, this
Asger?
is literally gonna be like Mjolnir hitting Captain America.
Oh, it is.
It's gonna be nasty.
I'm just gonna try and swing at it. So,
Side swing.
Yep, side swing, and I'll go ahead. We'll do it with advantage. If the one on the left is okay, then I won't burn a rage. But if it's not, oh, wait, I don't have to burn a rage. I can just reckless attack it anyway. So never mind. Yep.
All right, here's how much damage it does. This is how much damage it does if it hits you.
What? Oh my god.
Okay, so Asger, you see the bottle. and you hit it. Fortunately, no one was in the way, because that would have been really bad if you had like blown the bottle straight through somebody's body like some kind of like Mac cannon round. Ponike actually gets the true death, and it's because a fey bottle of alcohol was thrust through their corpse at like Mach 8. Okay, the bottle careens into the distance and explodes into the side of a tree, splitting it in half and setting everything around it on fire.
I will use control fire to snuff the fire.
The fire has been snuffed. Now, Silas, do you want to go fetch the alcohol needed to play your game?
Yeah. Or
What
as long as you can spin something, he could use the scrimshaw.
fuck was that?
What? What?
What?
I can't hear you.
Why did it explode?
So, you want to drop a load? What?
Asgard goes into a rage so that he can talk to you in Klon because it's in sign language, basically.
You see?
Thank
Why
God.
did it explode?
Silas is just excitedly, oh my God, you can talk this? Holy shit, there's so much I want to tell you. I have
We
no
can get
idea
to
what that was.
later. What the hell?
Can you do this? What do you need to do to be able to talk like this?
I gotta be pissed off, which is generally normal for me, but I have to actually use a rage.
Okay, that's really good information. Damn. Alright, I don't know what just happened, but shit. Do you want to just... Why don't we play this game, huh?
Sure, let's play this game.
Yeah.
After my head starts hurting. What the fuck?
The bottle of fey alcohol levitates out of the tree, and when it moves out of the hole it put in the tree splits in half further and falls with a kerthunk, and you see a squirrel come out from the tree, look at the tree, and then raise its hands up like, how the hell did this happen?
Wait, the bottle is intact and is moving away.
Yeah, the bottle is levitating towards the table, and it plops itself on the table.
Oh, great. Milo grabs it casually, takes a slug, and then down.
Oh my god.
Really? Really? God damn it.
Okay, roll a
Damn
D100.
it.
Dude, no, I've been drinking this though.
No, this is a separate bottle of alcohol that was on the table. That was not the stuff you had.
Oh, that's the mystery shit. Oh, well, you know what? In character, Milo does. He does do that.
Okay, roll me a D100 really quick.
Okay.
Oh boy.
59, baby.
Nice.
Me with my 6 strength, Asger can just like pick me up, and like I try to fight back, and it's like being hit with a pillow.
6 strength.
Okay, Milo, you take a drink from it.
Ian?
Milo, you don't actually apprehend anything having immediately occurred. If anyone is suspicious as to why he drank from this bottle and nothing happened, you can make a perception check.
Fuck it. Can I make insight?
It would have to be perception, actually.
Damn.
Alright, so somebody tell me what the fuck's up with me.
Okay, Belfin, are you gonna roll, Belfin?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Damn. Almost. Alright, so, Asger and Ponike, you notice that around Milo's neck seems to be a string, and the string leads around to his backside.
Should we
I walk
pull
around
that? Same.
What do you do?
walk around to his back where the string leads.
Okay, on his back is a sign, and it says in common.
Wait, no, you don't see my back. I just turned to face you.
He keeps going in circles.
What are you doing?
Asger picks
Silence goes to look at the back.
Actually, in that case, like I would be able to see it then because I'm sitting.
No.
Give me an acrobatic or a dex check.
All right, acrobatics versus athletics check to re. He just gangs up on Milo. He just goes
Milo, you need to give me an acrobatics check since that's probably better.
Okay, I'll give you whatever check you want, my friend.
All right, make your athletics check, Asger. Oh no, it's a garbage roll. It's a garbage roll.
No,
It is. That's a 5 for me.
a 5. Okay, wait, I can actually beat this
That's a
theoretically.
20.
Yeah, you
But
get. Come on, come on, come on,
Nat.
come on. Milo has been pretty thick in the sauce for the past few days, so Asger simply grabs him, spins him around, and on his back is a sign that says in common, "Kick me."
Is it look like the same sign that Belfan wrote on the goblin?
No, it does not.
Shit.
Since I have the weakest strength and will do the least amount of damage, I kick him.
Alright.
That is so good thinking. I literally just thought, I was like, yeah, Asger kicks me, and it just like kicks me in half.
Kicks you in the butt, and your ass just disintegrates into nothing.
Yeah, like
Alright, roll.
my tail is like coming out of my mouth.
Roll an attack with advantage. Roll an attack with advantage, Ponike. And then after this, we're gonna have Silas run their game.
Wait,
Okay.
can I just say? Wait, is the sign on his back using the help action for this attack roll? 'Cause it's like,
Yeah, it is. It counts as a
That
help.
would be.
It counts
That
as.
would be.
They'd have advantage anyway because I'm holding the place.
That's fucking funny though. Having a sign do the help action.
That's fucking funny.
that is very funny.
I got a
Good
20.
thinking.
You kick him real
that
firm
is
in the
fine.
rear. Yeah, you actually, weirdly enough, Milo has the highest AC.
You take 1 point of damage.
He's a cleric. He should have the highest.
Actually, would it even be 1 point of damage considering your?
Yeah, it's -2, so.
You actually heal him.
You heal.
You hit him in the butt. You kick him.
Like in his
Wait.
chi point or whatever.
Oh my god, wait, okay. Negative strength monk heal build. One level in life cleric, so that every time you punch somebody, it gives them like 6 health.
Okay, Ponike, you kick him in the butt, but you do it real gentle-like, and you see Milo turn around and give you a wink in his drunken state. Silas, do you want to run the game?
I do.
All right, let's run the game.
Everybody, sit your silly asses down. Damn.
The sign on Milo flips around to the front, and now it says, "Please take your seats."
Fuck.
That's weird.
That's awesome. All right.
Actually, make a wisdom saving throw, Milo. I know that you're a cleric, so this is like fruitless, but I'm going to turn this into a cursed item if you fail. Where it basically negs you the entire time it's on your body. like if you're around people and you're trying to look serious, it'll say "I'm with stupid." Oh, Milo, roll a wisdom saving throw really quick, while Silas puts the numbers and everything down. Damn. Okay, you're fine. The sign falls off, and as it hits the ground, it turns into butterflies and bees, and they all fly away.
Curious.
Milo grabs one.
Okay, you grab it.
Which one, the butterfly or a bee?
Man, dealer's choice. I don't give a fuck.
Roll me a percentile. Roll me a d4. If it's even, it's a bee. If it's odd, it's a butterfly. Okay, you grab a bee. Congratulations.
Bringing home a baby bump. Won't my mama be so proud of me?
Alright, Milo, you are now in possession of a bee. What are you going to do with this bee?
Wait, but if by in possession of you mean like I'm already chewing it, swallowing it.
Okay, give me a con save for the Fae bee.
Oh, Faby.
Oh, I was thinking of the name Phoebe, but Phoebe.
Okay, let's see how bad Milo
You said
manages.
what is it? Con save?
Yeah, con save. Let's hope
go.
you fuck this up. All right. You chew the bee. You get a little bit of a nice spicy sting on the tongue. You like that. You swallow the bee and you are fine.
This would be good with peanuts.
Perhaps.
As you say, peanuts. A small jar of peanuts appears on the table.
I eat I put way too many of them in my mouth.
Okay. Make a con save to not choke. Oh no! Okay, Milo is now choking. Does anyone?
He starts choking as the piece of living shit out of his back, like 5-finger palm to the center. Of his back.
Give me an attack roll, Asger, with advantage.
Okay.
Imagine you crit and you just fucking straight up kill Milo.
I turn to Silas and I go, I would enjoy to play this game.
Wait, you do it with the sight? Like,
No, I do it with my hand, but you said
you slap him extremely hard on the back, and you can actually hear a sonic boom as you whip him in the back, and he feels the sting, and the peanuts come shooting out of his mouth, erupting all over everyone. If you want to get out of their way, you can make a dex save. Otherwise, you will get hit with demon devil mucus coated peanuts. Which is
the second the peanuts hit me, I'll just ignite them so they just hit me and burn up into little embers the second it hits me.
okay. That's pretty.
Dex save.
That's pretty based. Ooh, Belfin. Ooh. Cyrus, you do a quadruple backflip to get out of the way. But then you.
I doubt an 11's gonna save me from this shit. So
Nah, it's like an 11 will save you. So if you want to burn it, go ahead.
fuck it. I don't want to be in this. 11. I'm 11.
You start thinking about what's the most elaborate way you can get out of the way of the peanuts, but then you decide, oh, duh, just duck. So you duck and you're fine. Everyone else is fine. Ponike just burned them, so I'm gonna waive the deck save for them. And Cyrus, run the game. Go ahead.
Okay. So, real simple. I will take this something, and he'll pull out like a little like a little scrimshaw, a little weird dude looking thing carved out of bone, and he'll put it in the middle of the circle that we're all sitting in, and he will spin.
Alright, who's gonna roll the d20? What?
Oh!
Nat 20 to open it. Love it.
It lands on
Right,
Asger.
It's Asger. So wait, Ian.
Yeah.
Whatever we say appears on this table.
Yeah, whatever you want, yeah.
I would like. Let's see, Asger, what's your favorite treat?
Head pets from hell.
Your favorite treat, you weirdo.
Give me a second. I'm actually trying to think of what he would really enjoy.
Of course.
They're these weird little fried cinnamon stick thing. I want to say churro, but I don't know what that would be in this.
Fantasy churro.
Spain canonically exists in Eberron. You can say churro.
Alright. Churros, actually.
Let's will ask for churros.
A very tasteful little flat plate full of churros appears on the table, along with a nice cream sauce and some raspberries.
There you go.
This is the best game ever. That's
Nope.
powering down.
Alright. It's Panike's turn. There you go. And just roll d20.
And around she goes. What will it land on? Nobody knows. Watch it's a fucking 20 again. It's just Asger eating churros the entire session.
20 to make things fucking over.
It's like nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, and then it's you lot fighting the sisters, and it's just 1s and 5s all the time.
Absolutely.
Oh God, say it ain't so.
America. Olivia.
Ponike.
Sorry, I forgot that I was muted because I was. So when she spins the little dottle, there's like a little flicker of flame off of it
Nice.
as it lands on
I love it. Unbelievable.
Silas.
A 20 and then a 1.
He will just cross his fingers and crunch his face up real hard. And then on the table. Oh fuck! I forgot what the treat was that I had thought of him. Here, you know what?
Cracklins? Chitlins?
No, it's a bunch of fried crickets.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! And I'll go to town munching on bugs.
A large.
Are these for everybody?
If you reach into his bowl, he'll bite you.
Asker hands Milo a churro.
Milo happily devours it.
Happy.
Make a con save to determine if you become Spanish. I'm kidding, that doesn't happen. All right, Belfin, it is your roll. You narrowly escape turning into a Spaniard.
13.
Milo.
All right, Milo, think of your favorite food. Oh no, this is going to be terrifying.
Oh, my favorite food.
The shimmering black like abyss appears on the table. It's like pure nightmare or something.
No, it's like Oh no, you know what it is? It's actually like it's actually a human veal foie gras. Which means he like force feeds like a human baby a bunch of like wine and spices, and then lets it like walk around. Like he nails its foot to the ground, and then it walks around like living for like several months while its little baby liver kind of detoxifies all of these things, and you get kind of some distinct flavors from the different things being processed and metabolized in its liver. And then you eat it piping hot and fresh.
Milo, what the fuck, Milo? Like, okay, take an inspo, because what the fuck, man? Like,
Wait, do you tell us that's what it is?
Fuck.
Oh no! I don't tell anybody that. That's just what
he just thinks it, and then baby pate foie gras appears with tasteful dark toast.
And it's on little like rye kind of chips.
Toast points.
Yeah, toast points. So what to everyone, what seems to be extremely tasty meat on toast appears in front of you, and Milo starts digging in. Does anyone else partake?
Oh, Milo, like he really he happily just gobbled up the other stuff, but this he's like, oh, and he just like kind of sighs. And, man, these are just the best. And he like grabs one and just smells it, and then like takes a moment to ponder the specific implications, and then he takes a bite.
Okay. Does anyone else eat the meal that the devil is way too into?
Milo, what exactly did you order?
It's these little down in a where I'm from we call them num nums, but honestly the process isn't important. You should try this num num. It's very good.
Okay, I eat one.
Asger's eyes get huge as both of y'all take bites.
Soylent Green is people.
It's people.
No, this is like Soylent Green label. It's like the good stuff.
Is this foie gras?
It is.
Oh, what?
Tastes like people.
Is it chicken?
No,
Or is
well,
Or is it pork?
I think someone has once called this dish featherless bipedal chicken.
Take another inspo.
Ponike, stop. Ponike stops chewing, kind of realizes the implications of what she's eating, and
Asger's
goes,
face pure white at this point.
Here, keep
Milo.
it going. I'll be right back.
Milo, am I eating humanoid
careful.
liver right now?
Wait, say that again?
Milo, am I eating humanoid liver right now?
Mmm. It's so good. It's really
Oh,
delectable.
this is gonna be funny. Belfin, upon understanding what you mean, Milo, he steps away from the group, and you hear violent retching.
I don't know what y'all are so upset
Ooh.
about. This shit's good.
What's the matter, buddy? Failed a con save?
Milo,
I will light you on fire.
I don't think that would work.
foie gras is typically
Wait a minute.
made...
Who just rolled a nat 1 on a con save?
Gabe,
realize-
he's throwing up.
I realize Belfin is throwing the fuck up after the realization of what Milo implied was.
Oh, I can't believe it. Baby livers? Everyone knows you use baby kidneys, you monster.
Ponike will
Kosher?
spit the
Oh,
Ponike will spit the rest of her food into her hand. It immediately turns just a charred black paste, and she wipes it, and she just like slinks it into the dirt.
Milo goes, oh, finish.
I grab the charred piece of like crust out of the dirt, and I go, "You can finish it." And I set it on the table.
Milo grabs the charred piece and scoops up some of the foie gras in it and eats it.
Please, somebody spin the bottle. Anybody? Please,
Anybody that's not Milo for the Asger.
I'm going to go
wait, no,
back
it's Milo's turn.
a little
Yeah,
pale.
it's my turn to spin. It's my turn to spin.
Spin it. Pass
Belfin
that up.
sits back with the group, a little paler than he was before.
You take out your, in case of accidental fiendish cannibalism, ampule, and you take it.
Well, it's not cannibalism. I'm not a person.
Me neither.
Even when I was even as a phoenix, so low as eat humanoids.
Alright.
Only eat Fae
You've
like
never
a
been
chat.
hungry enough for me.
Okay, Milo, roll the dice. Wow, is that Asger again?
It is.
Hey, look at that. Alright, Asger, what do you want to eat?
No. You see, now this is where the weird rule comes into play. So 18, whoever has 2 has to give him something. So that's me. So I have to give you something. What you want?
What's the question?
No. It's Asger. It landed in Asger's thing, and because a 2 is on the opposite end of an 18, Silent
No,
has to
it
give
would-
Asger.
It would be 3.
It would be 3, because the numbers on a
Oh,
d20 always add up to 21.
Still me though.
Yeah, it's still you. So yeah, go ahead. Milo? What do you want? Asger, what do you want Silas to give you?
Like something you have, or
Something I have. Something I can tell you.
And Asger kind of thinks for a minute, and then goes back into a rage. And Klon will assign you something.
Ooh, cool. Okay, this is nice. I like how Asger gets illiterate whenever he rages. He's like, oh my god, him at the library, just raging all the time, like, ugh! Oh yeah, this draconic literature is quite delightful. Like,
I'm learning so much.
He's like punching bookshelves to keep the rage up.
he's like, he hands the librarian a knife. It's like, stab me, and it's like, why? Stab me if you want the world to continue to exist. I love how this birthday party has turned into a 45-minute farce. This is pretty great.
I know, right?
All right. Well, whose turn? Is it?
I'm loving it.
I guess Asker's writing something
Yeah,
right now.
it's Asger to roll.
Yeah, Asger is doing Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with in Clonish. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
God, if only I had the tongues spell.
Ugh, I know, right?
Right. So then Asger will roll.
What did you get from them? I'm so curious.
I bet you are curious. So am I.
16 is Milo.
Oh, God help us.
Oh, now Milo, you have to ask me.
No, it would be what's the opposite of 16 is 5, so it's me. I have to give Milo something.
Alright, do it in character.
Milo, it appears I have to give you something.
Oh, is that right?
What do you want?
Anything?
Oh, real quick, I hate to do this. I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alright, let's, does anyone else have to tinkle?
No.
I could take a little fiver.
Alright, let's just, put it on pause since it is the birthday person. And we're back into scene! Alright, where the hell were we? I think Silas had to give something to Asger, and then we rolled.
Oh, I thought
Ponike has to give something.
Ponike is giving something to me, right?
Yeah,
So
Ponike.
Milo, what do you desire from me?
It could be anything.
On my
Please.
person, or a secret, perhaps, according to
Please pull out a cigar and ask her to light it.
That's pretty good. I wish I had another bottle.
Roll a
Tell
D1.
me.
Wait a minute! Did you just wish for a bottle?
I don't know if I. Ah, man, you have to roll back the tape on that.
I will give you one free use of your divine intervention for the exclusive purpose of summoning one more bottle of the alcohol you want.
That's worth it. I want another. I want the last one. So the bottle I was carrying, that like crazy devil liquor, that was a fifth, but like I'm summoning a handle.
All right, go ahead. Roll your divine intervention. If it's
How do I do that? Is that a D100?
it's a D100. If it's a 12 or below, your god intervenes in the mortal plane to give you hooch.
Well,
He does not.
That's okay.
And I will not count the 7-day window for you. You can still use it during the boss battle in 3 days.
Oh.
there's only a 7-day window if you
Oh, it doesn't. It only counts if he
window
wins. Okay, you're
Okay,
fine.
that makes sense and is balanced. Okay, cool.
All right, go ahead and make your request, Milo.
Yeah, Milo looks at you and kind of like squints and then starts laughing. And he says, I don't know. Give me 5. He sticks his hand out.
I high five you.
Milo looks at his hand and he's like, I blew it. I asked for the wrong thing. And then he just sits down.
All right, Milo, it is your roll.
No, it's Asger.
Yeah, I think I just rolled.
no, I just rolled.
Oh, okay. So it would be Silas. Hey, that's me.
Hey, that's me.
Now you
It lands on.
something, right?
Snap 3.
That's the first time.
5 to 8. And this is the first time on me.
Yeah.
So you just get a treat.
All of a sudden, a jar of like pickled hot peppers appears, and she begins eating them and drinking the juice.
Unbelievably hot peppers from Fernia.
Incredible.
And like y'all can smell the heat radiating off of it. And I offer one, knowing that Milo is immune to fire. I offer one to him.
He's not immune to fire.
Knowing that he's resistant to fire, I offer one to him.
Do you take the pepper, Milo the drunk?
Oh yeah, this is not the day that Milo Malfax turns down anything that is offered to him. Like, he's not gonna not just kick it back into his mouth.
All right.
You know, he's gonna do it.
Give me the con save. You put the pepper to your tongue, wrap your forked tongue around it, and swallow it whole, and you are fine.
Ponike is just like going ham on this jar.
Glug glug glug.
She's eating them like potato chips.
All right. Whose turn is it now?
It would be my roll.
All right, go ahead.
16. That's the third time on Milo. Milo wins.
Milo wins.
All right. What does Milo get?
I win?
Yeah, you win. And Silas pulls out a very suspicious-looking bottle of booze, and he hands it to you. And it just says the good stuff on the label. So fucking there you go.
Milo stands up. He kind of like knocks over the table a little bit, and then he bows deeply and kind of like almost falls over. And stands up, grabs it.
All right. Good job. And I want everyone to give.
Hey, Olivia, I think you're my.
Yeah, make sure
What'd you say?
Your mic is on. We heard Cole.
Apologies.
All right. I need everyone to give me a perception check. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Boom.
Milo Belfan. Oh, Asger is just not the brightest bulb.
He's enjoying his churros. Let him be.
I was gonna say.
You have the,
munching.
yeah, Asger is too thick into the churros. All right, Milo.
Too thick to the stick. Olivia.
Mute yourself, Olivia, when you're not talking. All
You
right.
push to talk like I do.
Push to talk.
All right.
It's so cool.
Silas and you alone exchange glances with Milo, and even Milo in his inebriated state feels that something large is coming in your direction. You hear this, you feel this rumbling and coursing and moving on the earth, like something enormous is lumbering towards you. And Silas and Milo, you look up to the enormous tree canopy as the one and only Tarrasque bursts through the forest line, emerging in front of you, and lets out an enormous roar. And as you all shit yourselves with pants wetting fear, Silas, you see atop of the Tarrasque seems to be a Dracolich. And the Dracolich lifts up its disgusting necrotic wing and tips off its bowler and says, "How do you do, Silas? I'm sorry for being late."
Somebody pinch me.
Do you know this one?
Somebody pinch me.
Ask your pen.
Ow!
It's me, your favorite uncle.
You
Jethro?
already speak to a Dracolit?
Jeff. Uncle Jethro.
Yes, it's me, your uncle Jethro Tull. Yes, I'm here.
Oh my.
How do you do, my dear Silas? Now, I unfortunately had
I'm
to
doing
rush you.
good. You look different.
I had some work done. So, I thought I'd join you and your friends in a nice rancorous round of happy birthday. Would you like that, Silas?
Silas is fucking dumbfounded.
Is anyone going to resist the Dracolich? Belfin just starts casually drinking, like, the fuck? Looks at the bottle, looks back, does like the thing where they rub their eyes and then they like pour the booze out.
Aristocat style.
Ponike looks at it and goes, "Have we met before?"
Can I insight check on my uncle?
This is legitimately your uncle who has come to visit.
Yeah, come on, sit down. I like your ride.
How are you related to a Dracolid?
I have no idea. The last time I saw him, he had one leg. Now, look at him.
Well, anyway, I can't be long, so I suggest we get this happy birthday out of the way. Are we all ready?
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Silas. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Many more.
Ponike looks at the Draco Lich and goes, "You look familiar."
I don't believe we've met.
He's always had one of those faces, even though now it's all bones.
They say they always said I had a face for sending stones.
We did say that. Oh my god, you're really my uncle. This is a lot to take in. Well,
Here's your gift. He hands you a single scroll out of his leathery necrotic flesh, and he's like, I have to go now. Mrs. Persimmon gets quite hungry in the afternoon. And he turns the Tarask around, and you can see the Tarask gives you a wink, Silas. Wink. And
I went
then
back out of fear.
the Tarask blows you a kiss, but the force of their lips actually knocks you down from the gust of the wind, and the Tarask lumbers away, and your Uncle Jethro and the Tarask disappear.
You've got an interesting family.
Yeah. I didn't know it was that interesting. Whew.
So,
Excuse me. And he'll fucking pop the cork on the gallon of ale, and he'll just keep drinking.
Alright, are you going to check to see what he gave you?
Once I'm done.
Alright, glug, 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 glug. Is everyone drinking because they survived an encounter with the Draco Lich Cavalier?
Yeah, Milo definitely
No.
Milo takes a sip of the good stuff.
ooh,
Okay,
Yes,
Silas.
the good stuff that he won. Yes.
Silas, do you want to tell him what happens when he drinks the good stuff?
It is the best absinthe you've ever had, and you turn green.
Oh my god.
well, you look rather sick, Milo.
Looking a little green around the gills there, buddy.
He's going to lie. I'm not sure I say I disapprove. I think he looks better as a green.
Ew, you wear it well.
I always pegged him as a spring.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Is it
I don't
like
know when that'll go away. So
Is it like a swamp green or like a pastel green?
It's
No,
an
it's a
ogre.
swamp
It's a
It's
Shrek green. It's a Shrek green. He's Shrek.
it's called like
He's-
Swamp Dew is the name of the drink, which I came up with like 20 minutes ago. Swamp Dew.
Get on my swamp! Alright then. So, Silas, are you going to check the gift from your uncle?
I will. Look, see what Monkey gave me.
It is a scroll of shape change.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be a scroll of Tarask summoning.
Hell no, I wasn't gonna give you that shit. Then he would have summoned it a mile away from the sisters, and I would have just said, the beast wins. And then it would just be screaming while everyone else just gives each other a high five and beats each other off. Like, no, it's a scroll of shape change.
Question: what's the difference between shape change and true polymorph?
Shape change is just way better. It lets you.
Wow.
It basically you turn into a creature of equal CR to your level, but you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
So
And
far, so
Oh my
same.
god.
so basically, you get all of the good stuff of the monster, and you get all of your good stuff. So if say their stuff is worse, you use your stuff. So it's basically you become
I
a.
thought true polymorph you still kept your.
It doesn't give you the skills or saving throw proficiencies.
So it's like
A 9th level spell.
Yeah, your uncle likes you.
Oh yeah.
I was always the good one.
it's like wild shape.
Yeah, it's basically a really OP wild shape.
Very
Enjoy,
interesting.
use it wisely. I didn't give it to you so that you could fuck around with it.
Oh, I'm not gonna fuck around with this.
You retain the benefit of any features from your class.
Yeah, it's you. Remember.
Oh, so you
I could fucking grow. I could grow if it used on me. I could get one. I could go one size bigger.
Do you realize how many CR creatures are large or bigger?
No, tell me.
All of them.
Most of them. Yeah.
A lot of them are pretty large.
Oh my god, you
I
could
mean,
turn
shit,
you could turn
a list of the high CR small creatures. Yeah, smaller list.
you could
right?
turn into a dragon. You could turn into a dragon, make yourself large, and then we crump the sisters.
Or I could go large. Oh wait, yeah. Never mind.
How long does it last?
I think
An hour.
Yeah, an hour or something.
And it's a concentration spell.
No, it's racial. Oh, the spell, yeah.
Shape changes concentration. What the hell would the concentration check? Just a 19? I guess.
The concentration check would be the same. It would just
Yeah, it would be the same as normal concentration, but if you pick a creature with an obscenely high constitution saving throw,
Or something that's.
You're-
Oh yeah.
you're guaranteed to pass.
You could turn into an Efreet.
Oh no! What have I done?
Holy shit.
Okay, so what do you say that are you all a little more confident now about fighting those horrifying sisters? Remember the meme I posted where the lady had a knife and she was trying to get the rabbit,
Yes.
and the rabbit was labeled giving the party extra HP and items and magical stuff, and then the knife behind the old lady was labeled doing that
Oh,
only
yeah.
so that you can do whatever the hell you want without fear of anything going awry. That's what's gonna happen. You all are gonna horrifyingly die. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do with shape change. I like to randomly throw 9th level spells at you people because you always do something really fucking dumb with it. Okay, next.
You do remember that Milo also has his scroll still, right?
Yeah, I know.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy this.
That's kind of why I was. That's kind of why I was like. I looked up shape change and I was like, wait, how is this different from true polymorph?
It's way
I
shape
guess
change
it
is
is.
way more based than true polymorph.
Interesting. Well, dude, I mean, fuck, true polymorph is an extremely strong spell. It's amazing that there's a spell that is similar that is just like outright stronger.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, huh? Okay. The next ledger on the docket was going to Kornberg. Are we going to continue to do that?
Was that, or was the wedding? Is the wedding tomorrow?
The wedding is actually tomorrow morning, and this evening is actually the council meeting, and you all actually have to go shopping. Strahd 2 Electric Boogaloo. So we're going to have a shopping montage where you all get nice and pretty. Alright, are we going to head off to Kornberg? We're going to get in the tank?
Do it.
Milo's not driving.
Yeah, Milo is not driving. Milo is not allowed to drive.
I can drive.
You can't turn into a person.
I'm better when I'm green.
It's any creature CR12.
Hey,
and Archer
hey,
Druid
hey,
is CR12.
Hey, Ponike,
Guess what?
Ponike. Let me just tell you something. I make the rules. You can't turn into a person. An archdruid is a person. All right? Like, no.
Is it because they have 9th level spells?
No, it's because they're a person. Like, all right, it's just surreal. Like, because an archdruid is a person. You can't turn into a person. No. Also, that would be horrifying, giving you all more ninth level spells.
That is actually like super duper. What a crazy idea! Like, all right, you scroll shape change to an archdruid, so I can cast all these other crazy spells.
I'll think.
Archdruids get foresight.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that's not happening. Now you just made me go.
Can you put a foresight? That is a just one creature spell, right? That's not self.
It's one creature, yeah.
God,
it gives you advantage on everything, and anything attacking you has disadvantage.
It's that's so strong.
When you all fought that druid,
remember fought that.
The druid had foresight.
And then Jahi totally dabbed on her by fucking just a grapple check.
To be honest, I didn't apply the negative modifier. I just gave her advantage on everything.
Nice.
Had I applied the negative modifier, that fight would have been Gyarados being stuck in a cage.
That was a crazy fight. That was awesome.
This is something that I think I briefly mentioned last time, but remember how you all chopped off the hands and legs and removed the tongue of that druid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you know the druids can just, like, wild shape, right? So that guy is gone. Yeah, that's not a...
What?
There's that wild shaping isn't a verbal or somatic or material component. It's just a thing they do. They don't need hands or a tongue or anything. They just do it. So the guy is gone. He left...
And he could wild shape into an animal that can regrow its limbs.
Hey, actually, that's pretty base. Okay.
But
we are...
When he turns back into a person, he's still...
Yeah, he's still crippled. Okay, so...
Stay a lizard.
We are now approaching the mighty and wondrous gates of Kornberg. Do we want to go research first, or do we want to go on Sweet 16 shopping montage first?
Research.
Everyone else just crumpling up their notes where the top one says Sweet 16 montage. Like, okay. Okay, you skulk off to the University of Kornberg, and you are at the central gates in front of their arcane repository. The librarian opens up the slot on the outside of the door and says, "Who is it?"
Your mother.
Hold on a second. "Hey, Ma!" And it's like, you hear a distant voice. "What is it?" And it's like, "Why are you outside?" It's like, "I'm actually in here!" And it's like, oh, okay. And it's like, "You can't be my ma, she's in here. What do you want?" "Wait a minute. Are those counselary sigils?" My mistake, my mistake, counselors. Come on in. You can insult my mother all you want." You hear this, and the door opens. You are now inside, quite possibly, the greatest repository of knowledge in the entirety of Corvair. It is filled with everything you could ever possibly want. There are, like, theoretically 11 spells that would work here. So I have 11 checks. We have 5 people, which means everyone gets to make 2 checks to determine a spell. And the mystery 11th one is going to, I don't know, happen at random, I suppose. Who wants to make the first 2 checks?
Milo will. What are we checking?
Okay, you need to determine how to stop your people and everyone from being destroyed while they dream. The dream realm is another plane of existence, so spells that prevent planar travel are pretty useful. So you're probably going to want to go to what section of the schools of magic? Which section do you think will be the most appropriate, Milo? Milo.
Wait, hang on, wait.
Putting his thinking cap on.
No, wait. What was the last part of what you said there?
What school of magic are you going to explore to prevent planar travel? Are you there? Can anyone hear me?
Oh shit! I was talking. I'm muted. Yeah. That conjuration.
Alright, sure, go ahead. Roll me a Arcana check flat.
Belfan is going to head to the abjuration department.
Yeah, Belfan is on the right track.
I did not. I did not. Good.
Let's see. You get the feeling that conjuration isn't quite what you're looking for. You see,
Okay.
you see Belfan walking deftly towards the abjuration section.
That's where I go.
All right then. Now Belfin and Milo, you can assist one another in this because I think you are actually pretty much everyone has expertise in Arcana except Silas and
Me.
And then I have a 6 in it.
yeah, and
I-
Asger.
I also don't have expertise in Arcana.
No, I mean, but you are proficient in Arcana, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Pretty much everyone except Asger and Silas are pretty dumb when it comes to the magics.
I have 6 in that.
It's not that great.
Still a number.
It's a number. Okay, Milo and Belfin. You knock heads and go, of course! Abjuration in the Abjuration District! Next to the Abjuration Mall and the Abjuration stores! Now,
More jobs growing jobbies.
now,
Why are you buying clothes at the abjuration store?
Fuck you.
I need to dispel the male gaze. Alright, so. Alright,
I don't know how to tell you this, Ian,
what?
but you can't.
I know, that's the joke. Anyway, there's...
Everyone's gaze will always be upon you for
Okay.
all eternity.
Okay, we get it. Alright, so Milo and Belfin, you knock heads and go, Abjuration, of course. You are now in the Abjuration section. The Abjuration section is staffed by a cleric who is an orc. The orc is frantically scribbling in a journal, and you can see that their hands are covered in ink, and they've been constantly rewriting and writing. They look up at you and go, is there anything you need in this section? I have some work to do. I'm preparing some funeral rites.
Whose funeral?
It's... Well, if you must know, it's... Our archdruid was recently killed in some strange accident while fighting some neer-do-wells near Palor Draw.
Tell me about it.
She went there to retrieve a sacred artifact of our people, and she was boorishly killed.
How terrible. Well, anyway, we need books on how to prevent planar travel.
Planar travel? Let me see here. If everyone wants to, you can make one of your checks in this section because I split it into thirds: arcane, divine, and natural magic. This is the divine magic section. You can also
Can I persuade this fella to tell me where the good shit is?
you can attempt to get information out of him directly if you want. He is a fucking cleric. So if you want to just ask him, hey, how do I stop people from being killed in their dreams? You
Hey,
totally can. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Milo, help me with this real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and roll an Arcana
Alright, go ahead.
with advantage. And that is a 26. And I'm going to make that fucking 31.
Alright, congratulations. You hit the cap DC for one of the spells. You determine that an anti-magic field would be pretty probative in this situation, but that's pretty costly and difficult to employ. Do write that down. Anti-magic field. The book here details the anti-magic field a little bit. Theoretically, you'd be able to mass produce this, but you would need to get House Caneth manufacturing equipment to do it, which would be difficult. It talks about how before the Mournland, the only place that would be able to produce these materials would be in making in Sire in the depths of the Mournland. It was the only House Caneth manufacturing facility that processed schema of this high enough level. You would be hard-pressed to find it elsewhere.
Just as a thought outside, because I know one as a player, wouldn't a certain someone in our party, because they can learn all of their classes spells at any point in time, already know one because they have that level spell?
Yeah, a certain somebody does, and as soon as they roll, they will have a Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast, and I'm going to give it to them.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 spells in here that are endemic to a certain person's class, and they'll know.
Alright, cool.
Who is it?
You'll find out.
I'm not saying a word. It's what happens.
Okay,
It's
I just hope it's not
think
me,
about what
because
I
I'm not
play.
really-
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Hey,
Alright, now we can, yes. If you were talking beforehand, no.
Sorry, my grandfather called me.
No worries. All right,
He's
so...
giving me a saw.
Oh, cool. All right, who wants to roll next to discover a spell?
I wanted to roll persuasion to talk to the librarian to see if he has any information.
All right, go ahead. Roll persuasion.
I will hop up on the counter, like sit on the counter, and go, perhaps as a cleric as yourself, you can regale me in information on how to prevent people from entering my dreams.
Well, holy fucking shit! Well, I suppose if you wanted to stop someone from traveling, the easiest spell you could use would be Forbiddance. It protects a large area. It would require a pretty potent caster, but the square footage alone would allow you to protect a lot of people on the cheap. I think Forbiddance would probably be your best option if you wanted to prevent something like that.
And where can I find a scroll of this forbidden? Or is it forbidden?
I find your jokes to be most untoward. Isn't your friend there a cleric? I can smell it on him. He'll know how to
Oh.
cast it.
My devil friend.
I can do
Yes.
that.
Why is he so green? Is he trying to look like me? I find that offensive. Like,
Wait, what does this guy look like?
he's an orc, so he's green, and you're green. Like,
Oh my god, Milo's in green face.
Milo looks at him and then just gives him like a raised fist and like raises his eyebrows.
ah, I see that you two know the ways of our people. My mistake.
Green lives matter.
Green.
Oh, there it is. There.
Oh, you stupid bastards. Alright, so you have anti-magic field
He was
and
always meant to come to that.
you have anti-magic field and forbiddance. Who would like to roll next?
I'll do it.
Alright, go ahead, Silas. I sort of got it if you managed to roll a 20 on this, a nat 20.
It's Arcana.
It is Arcana. You can also do nature or religion. I will tolerate any of those three.
Silas, I'll help you with this one. We're all kind of putting our heads together.
Okay, gang, time for a brain blast. Silas, you're bumbling around, feeling like you're out of your elements, and you wander into a section that says magic for children, and you're like, oh, this is cute. Maybe there's like a pop-up book or something. And you thumb through the stacks, and lo and behold, there actually is a pop-up book called Magic Circle and You. You open it, and it tells you about the spell Magic Circle, which allows you to prevent extraplanar travel. You are aware of it. It doesn't tell you exactly how to cast it.
I don't want pictures in this, and I put it back.
All right, who wants to go next?
Does someone want me to go again?
You can go twice, or you can just.
Oh wait, can I go?
Say,
Has
I,
Asger
I
went?
already went the one.
I mean, Asger is not looking for that stuff. He's not smart in magic. So he's going to let you guys handle that. If you want to take another shot at it, someone who's good at it, Asger is going to look for something else.
Hint, hint, the 3 people who are actually proficient in Arcana. Hint, hint.
I'll do
Well,
it.
I technically have never rolled an Arcana check yet, so let me roll it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got the
Oh,
same fucking number.
twinsies.
Our hands reach and grab the book at the same time, and our hands kind of bumble into each other, and I look into your eyes, and then I burn your hand and grab the book and walk away.
Fuck.
All right, Milo and Ponike, you are both bumbling through the stacks, and Milo is on the north side, Ponike is on the south side, and you both spot the same book at the same time, and you sprint towards it. You conk heads, and everyone hears the loud, resonating thud echo through the halls. You hear Asgo go, "What was that?" And the librarian's like, "Keep it down." The both of you get up, and there is a small little book that says Abjuration 401. You take it off the shelf, and it tells you about the spell Dispel Magic and Dispel Evil and Good. Who would like to go next? We're halfway there.
I already did my thing, so y'all keep doing yours.
Alright, Belfin, you want to flex that Arcana bussy again?
Sure, who wants to help?
I can help.
I will
Oh,
take
yeah.
that help.
The rest of y'all notice Asger is not anywhere near any of you.
Asger's gone. He's in another section. The hell/fictions. Wow, damn, B. Damn.
Double.
Okay. You come across a Belfin, you're bumbling around in the stacks, and you see a section called Force Manipulation, and you go curious. You strut in there, and there is a book on 2 spells, Wall of Force
Curious.
and Force Cage. You pocket the book and stash it in your satchel. Right, who would like to go next? I think all we have left are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 spells left, so we need 4
I'll
checks.
try again.
All right, go ahead.
I'll assist.
Okay, Ponike, as you are here, let me double check what school of fucking magic this spell is. I forgot to note it. Put it in my notes. You go off you start wandering, Ponike, and you get a little bit lost, and eventually you get to your favorite section, Evocation. As you are bumbling around, you see a small little manual called Introductory Clerical Invocations for the Acolyte and the Master. You grab it, flip through it, and come across the spell Hallow, or Hallow. And this looks pretty important to you, so you jot down the information on the spell Hallow.
Tank.
All right. Is there any? Let me see here. Okay, we need 3 more checks.
I want to see if I can't go find wherever Asger is bumbling around.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception or insight or survival. Are you doing that with advantage or not?
Do I have advantage?
It depends. How would you look for him?
I climb on one of the bookshelves and I just start perusing.
All right. You see him faintly in the distance in the Nations of Corvair historical section, thumbing through some books.
I want to walk across the bookshelves until I get to him and then hang off of one of the bookshelves so we're face to face, and I'll just go, you know, if you want to learn the history of this place, you could just ask someone who lived through it.
Asker looks at you and goes, "This is something that you probably know little about, honestly. Not to dissuade your opinion of things, but it's not exactly well known and documented things. I was just seeing if they had anything."
Interesting. Is there anything else, Ponike? Anything else, Asger?
Nope, I already got what I needed. So yeah, Asger just kind of says that and looks at you and goes, did we figure out all the things that could possibly help us? Or did you just come to believe?
Oh, we figured out a few things. I just realized you were lost and figured I would come find you.
All right.
Definitely was lost.
Who wants to make the final 3 rolls? Is anyone?
Milo will make another.
All right, go ahead, Milo.
I will help Milo.
Perfect.
Since we are putting our heads together.
Conk. Not like that. Oh, wait, Milo, you discover Babby's first invocation in the children's section. Leomin's, the book is literally called that. Leomin's Tiny Hut.
Aw, cute.
Okay, now we need 2 more.
I'll make another one.
Go ahead.
Would someone like to assist?
I'll assist.
Very well. I'm gonna pump another Arcana out. That is another 25. I'm gonna bump it to 30.
Belfane, you're going about your business, and you come across a section called Architectural Magic and You. And you're like, okay, this is interesting. You take it off the shelf and you open it, and there are 2 spells that pop out. Mordekainen's Private Sanctum and Imprisonment.
Hello.
That is all 11 of them.
Private Saint. Is that the same thing as Magnificent Mansion?
No, it is actually a different spell.
Magnificent Mansion is actually a higher level.
Yeah. Here, 1 minute. I posted all of them in second 6. These are all the spells that I could find that would reasonably work in this situation. If the lot of you think that there is anything else that can disrupt planar travel, then you are welcome to bring it up, and then we can find it in the library. Give the list a quick peruse and see if that looks sufficient to you. Because I think that those 11 are pretty much the only ones that would theoretically work in this situation.
Does Magnificent Mansion not work then? The higher level one?
Here, let me double check Magnificent Mansion really quick.
I'm just curious, I don't know. Actually, I know it says nothing about that. So.
Yeah, the other one actually specifically says that it blocks planar travel, which is weird.
Weird.
Whereas
Alright.
the mansion does not. It's very, very strange. So yeah,
That's bizarre.
every one of those spells in some way, shape, or form blocks planar travel. So they would theoretically work. based on your head knocking together, the one that makes the most sense, based off of Punike harassing that cleric, is Forbiddance, because it specifically protects an enormous amount of space from planar travel. So,
If you do it for 30 days straight, it's permanent.
yeah, so if you head out for a month, you would be able to protect the entirety of Palor Draw forever and not have to worry anymore.
And
That's
doesn't
pretty
say
cool.
the same. Doesn't say the same for the rest of the continents, but if we relay the same information to Zilargo, they can create a similar defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should probably tell Boylan.
Boyland is probably in his office. Does everyone want to go visit him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll go bother a little man.
All right. As you start walking through the stacks of the books, you meander your way towards the central elevator that leads up to Counselor Boyland Manistan's private sanctum. You go up and up and up, and you open the door, and you see Boyland holding hands with a very, very tall Goliath woman. And he looks at a lot of you and says, "Oh, nice of you all to be here. Well, I suppose you haven't met yet, but this is Mrs. Manistan." And the Goliath lady gives a faint curtsy and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you all."
Alright, I see how you do, Boyland.
As it is ours, my lady. So to business. We found something that can help.
All right, tell me. Let's see what we got here. I hope our archives were sufficient. Were they fine?
Oh, plenty so. Would anyone care to clarify which? Excuse me. What was the spell again? The most helpful one in this case. My brain.
In my opinion,
Forbidden, I think, right?
Forbiddance, I think it was. Yeah. Our the research guarantees that it's forbiddance. Is it a spell that you are familiar with?
yeah, that's a cleric spell, and it proofs a particular area against creatures, but more specifically planar travel. That's pretty smart. And it covers square footage, right? Let me see here. Hold on a second.
More like in the square mile.
No, actually, it's well, maybe. Let me check.
That's great.
It protects like an obscene amount of space. 1 minute.
It's literally 40,000 square feet.
Fucking Milo! Who is that just spoke to me within the confines of my own mind? Who? Lay yourself forth.
Milo starts like whistling and like absentmindedly kicks the dirt.
I suppose it was the wind. Yeah, it protects 40,000 square feet, up to 30 feet above the floor. Yeah, it.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say by the square mile.
Yeah, I think that's a few square miles. Yeah. I think one or two of these bad boys are protecting the entirety of Palor Draw. Yeah, looks like this would work. Huh.
Actually, it's less than a square mile. It's 0.0014 square miles.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this would work. I really doubt that the Silver Hand or any of the other people would loan us a cleric. Do you know anybody that can cast 6th level spells?
Everyone looks at Milo.
And two, but only one. I bet you are.
Everyone notices that Asger is looking at Boyland Manistan's wife, kind of like how that one guy looked at Lady Tarth in Game of Thrones, like,
Oh yeah.
she's really fucking huge. She's probably the biggest lady you've ever seen, like, even bigger than hell.
We stand.
Like she's an Amazonian.
Yeah, she is easily like 11 feet tall or something.
Hell is literally a giantess in lore.
Oh yeah, that's true. So anyway,
Ask her put it away. This is not the time nor place.
Oh, Miss Hello. Almost maybe literally.
I lean in and whisper, and I go, "Well, then challenge her to a wrestle,
That would be uncouth.
an arm wrestle."
Am I hearing a challenge to my might?
Oh shit!
Not a challenge. I'm just curious because you actually look as strong as I am, which is a rare sight, to be honest.
Ha!
I'm not knocking you.
I have trained in Centric with the giants of old. Ha! She starts flexing. She is jacked as fuck. It's the biggest lady you've ever seen.
Asker just kind of smirks and takes off his duster and cracks his neck to one side and then proceeds to flex.
Oh god, this is really happening.
All right then, let's place a bet. What do I get if I win? You can see Boylands kind of lean back and go, about time they wipe the smug fucking smiles off these motherfuckers. I'm glad my wife was in today to have our usual tea.
Oh wait. Oh god.
Asker just kind of looks and goes,
What's happening?
honestly, I will give you any favor you wish of me.
I like
I
this.
just wish to, for once, be challenged in strength. That is all I want.
Boylands.
Then you shall have your challenge. She gets down on a knee, grabs.
Mrs. Manistan, what was your name again?
My name is Priscilla.
Priscilla, darling. Punike, lovely to meet you. Now,
She grabs your hand and shakes it, but as she shakes your hand, she lifts you in the air by about a foot and then sets you back down.
Punike,
Scientist fetish fulfilled today.
the second she lifts up Ponike, she just starts to not burn, but just swarm up Priscilla's hand.
Ha! I trained with the finest fire mages in Fernia. You will not best me with your parlor tricks.
Now, if our tribute, Asger here, wins this little arm wrestle, what do we get?
What is your desire? Honey, will you honor their desires? He looks up at her and says, anything you want, dear. Everyone.
If Asger has offered you a favor of anything, would it not be equatable for you to give, or your husband to give us one free favor, per se?
Honey, what do you make of this? Boyland Manistan gives out a dejected sigh. Anything you need, honey. I always support you. And your strange need to arm wrestle. Is everybody there? Okay, good.
I've literally just moved. I move over to Boyland. I'm just like, you're gonna need to get me a drink because I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now.
You can see that Boyland is already drinking scotch, going every fucking week with this woman, and he snaps his fingers, and a small glass of scotch appears in your hand, Belfman. Priscilla leans down, and you see her enormous knee dig into the fine tile of the ground. She
To sit down.
She grabs a table that is bolted to the wall and just rips it straight off effortlessly and slides it across the tile and says, "Take your position and let us wrestle."
Belfan immediately comments, "No, it must take her a mile to get to the fucking floor."
The second you see her rip that off the wall, Asger just gets the biggest, kid-like smile on his face.
Okay, are you ready?
Asker, you're doing this by yourself. You ain't getting any support from me.
All right.
You'll get support from me.
Now, how are you? Are you going to be raging, Asger? Or are you going to be... Huh?
100%. I will absolutely give her everything I have.
As she gets down, you see her eyes. You see her eyes light up, and you see this kind of undulating energy course over her body as she also enters a rage.
Oh, yes! Oh, shit!
We shall drink all the finest mead today. Now, lay down your arms. Okay, she did a 15 plus 18 both times.
Crap. She has a higher strength modifier than I do.
Yes, she does.
I think she wins.
Did you all tie? Here, let me quick.
3. You are too short, my man.
Yeah, I lose.
Wait,
I lose by 2.
Yeah, you lose by 2.
Something.
eloquence
Morning.
bard.
It seems now that you owe me a favor. Or would you perhaps prefer 2 out of 3?
Hang on. There's something else. Because you're forgetting that an eloquence bard can still do can still add a D8 or a D10.
None of your magic shall be allowed within the confines of this contest.
It's not magic per se.
Okay, I'm really sorry, but no cheating. It's just straight up wrestling.
Like, if y'all helped Asgar, Asgar would get up from the table, pick you up, and toss you in the fucking wall.
Yeet. You do not want to be.
You.
What do you?
Asgar just smiles ear to ear, actually being bested in strength for once, and goes, "I don't want
Go again.
to." I mean, if she wants to, sure, but honestly, I just want to do this maybe once every few weeks and come back because this is exhilarating, to be honest. Actually being bested with strength is not something that ever happens to me, and I'm just happy you're as incredible as you are, Mary. And he nods to her.
You see Boylan go, "Why do you think I married her?" I go where the going's good. And he mage hand slaps her in the ass.
And slaps him in the ass, and he fucking flies across the room.
Yeah, she leans over, "Thanks, honey," slaps him in the ass, and he just like careens over the desk. And it's like, "Honey, what have I told you about that? Oh God, my back." And it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Snookums." She picks him up.
Right home.
She picks up Boylan Manistan in one arm and cradles him as he continues to talk to you. "Well, it seems," he like readjusts himself in her arms and kind of like moves the titty up as a pillow and then kind of rests on it, and it's like, "Well, okay, now that I'm comfortable, like we could talk shop."
Ponike is mildly uncomfortable with talking to a man currently being held like a baby.
I was very jealous. In a healthy way.
"She's really strong. I appreciate her strength both inside and out. She never bends to anyone's will. She's her own woman." Bites his lip.
Can we say simp?
Okay, first off, are you implying that Priscilla does not have intense value? Because you're wrong.
Oh no, she does.
Yeah, if anything, he's anti-simping. He's respecting his queen. Anyway, Forbiddance, covering all the area we need. We need to cover basically every major city to protect everyone. We're going to need hundreds of these. The only way we'd be able to do this is manufacturing it on an industrial scale. We don't have the amount of clerics to pull this off. There's only one place in the entirety of Corvair that has the manufacturing potential to pull off something like this. One place. Now, Belfin, do you know where that is?
Of course I do. It's related to my house, of course.
Yes, the central processing factory and making sire is the only place that can produce enough magical schema so that we can actually pull this off and save our people from those foul dreams in the quarry.
So, who wants to take a field trip to the schema factory? Raise your hand.
Sure. Don't we have to go back and do the council meeting
Yeah.
and the wedding, and then we can do that?
Don't worry. You all are going to get a ride back to the council meeting on my airship. On the way there, we can talk plans, the facility, what information we have. We can rate it, and we can get that stuff set up. Now, there's a few tasks I have to prepare for. Is there anything you need to do in town? Oh, you're probably going to want to get nice and dressed up, right? I don't want you coming in rags to this council meeting and making me look bad.
Asger kind of smiles and goes, "You've never actually seen me fully. what's appropriate in high society to cover one's face?
Huh. Well, you have your crown on right now. That's kind of fine. We can just chalk it up to being some strange ASMR thing. But if you wanted some kind of veil or something of the nature, we can just chalk it up to being some religious predilection. How's that sound?
As long as you can explain, and he, like, kind of looks towards Lady Manistan and is hoping she doesn't get freaked out.
Lady Manistan.
Kind of looks at him and goes, and he kind of just shows a little bit of his cheek and then puts it back and goes, yes, I have issues.
I can see. All right then. Here. He takes out a quill, starts writing on a piece of paper, and hands it to you. Go to my friend Bergeron. He's down in the high quarter. He'll take care of all of you and get you dressed up as nice as you like. How's that sound?
Incredibly helpful, thank you.
And the tab is on me, your counselors. Your money's not good around here. And don't try to abuse that, though. People get kind of ornery. But for this, consider it a gift.
Well, thank you. And, Lady Manistan, anytime you need that favor, just tell your husband and I'm sure he'll be happy to tell him.
I will make sure that you deliver on your promises. As she, like, flexes a bicep.
Alger's just smiling ear to ear. Like, the crown kind of, like, shifts up.
You hear a faint smack on her ass from the mage hand again as Boyland gives her a wink. And then Lady Manistan goes, oh, Boyland, you dog.
Yeah, rather.
And he's like, well, I need to discuss some important literature with my wife. So...
Asker goes, yep, got it, and leaves.
We will see the rest of you later. Show up here at around 6 p.m. and we will take my private airship. Don't worry, we'll scoop up your tank on the way out too. I have a cargo hold. And then we will go off to the councilary meeting.
Sounds good. As Asker's heading off to the elevator.
Everyone leaves, right?
Yep.
The door shut.
Ponike wants to be one of the last ones to leave because she's just kind of staring Boyland. She doesn't necessarily trust him per se, and she leaves.
Okay. You see Boyland simply locking up behind you all and says, thanks for coming by. I'll see you at 6. Now go to Bergeron's. They'll take care of you. And you hear a click, and then you hear a slide, and then you start hearing pounding noises. And it slowly goes faint as the elevator door closes, and it starts to go down.
That's the only thing going down.
Take an inspo.
Ian.
Silent.
Yep.
Oh, I'll let Asger go first.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'll
Asger.
go with my bit.
He just kind of smiles ear to ear and goes, one hell of a woman, huh, Silas?
Whew.
You actually...
One and a
You can actually feel the elevator shaft quaking faintly from what seems to be a very strong disturbance occurring on the floor above you, and you both
Silas stands himself with his hat.
like
Catch me.
like that's one hell of a woman. All right.
Ooh.
Do you all want to
Frankly,
go?
I don't know what what the fuss is about.
Can't. Hey, no accounting for taste.
Asger just kind of nods at you.
High five, brother. High five.
All right.
Bonding with
So,
women.
are we going off to
Y'all
Berger?
see Ponike's eyes kind of gloss over and get like kind of like this fiery gleam to them. And I want to look, so I left Mythos in the room because I want to do some snooping on Boyland via my familiar. And so I want to look through Mythos's eyes and just have it look around the room and see what it can't find.
Dirty girl.
As Mythos opens her eyes, you see Boyland Manistan and Priscilla Manistan engaging in extremely un-Silver Flame activities. They are going to town on each other in ways that even in all your years you haven't experienced. So you're actually making a brief mental note of that.
I immediately come back to my senses and I command Mythos to wiggle on out of there and meet me downstairs.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
How does your face look when you realize what's happening? And
Immediate, just complete shock. Just, I really wish I didn't see that.
So that's what you can do with Bigsby's hand.
Oh no!
Weird to do that.
Hey, what's the spell? Big thumb.
Well,
Okay.
that's what you get for peeping.
I swear to
You
God.
think-
Stupid bastards. Alright. I'm gonna sneak in on this room where they're obviously fucking each other. Alright. So, are we gonna head off to Bergeron's? Oh, if I need remind you, do you remember how Asger and Milo, you both took a snapshot of what that angel divined about what happened to the Dark Six?
Yep, I remember.
I actually wrote that down, and if you all wanted to do a segment about that later after the councilary meeting, you can. Okay, so you all want to head off to Bergeron's house of a sotarlerie. I forgot the French term for a clothing shop, but it is a very, very fancy clothing shop.
The closing store.
The clothing store. Do you immediately make haste to Bergeron's House of Wonders?
Sure, 100%. While we're walking, you see Asger kind of like reshuffling his cloak and just smiling ear to ear, and then he just kind of makes this odd sound that none of y'all have heard him. Well, y'all probably haven't heard him make before, but he goes, and Hella hops out of his cloak and like perks up and looks at him. And he just kind of smiles and looks at her and pulls out a little like bit of meat and hucks it into the air like as high as he can, and Hella just like darts off after it, and he continues to do this as we're walking.
I'm really so excited about that squeaky toy noise. That was instant serotonin.
Zoop, 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 zoop. Hella is just darting around the landscape above the beautiful streets of Kornberg. As you make your way through the streets of Kornberg, you can tell that some people seem to be pretty tired. You know why. As you make your way eventually down, you arrive at Bergeron's, and you can tell that it is like a beautiful, like Saks Fifth Avenue style store with beautiful iron balustrades and beautiful gnomish carpentry work and everything. Ponike's dress is on fire and everything. You see that there is actually a footman out front, and he goes, "How do you do? Are you here for the store? I hope not. Wait a minute. Consulary sigils." The man immediately gets down on his knees and is like, "I apologize for my rudeness. I did not understand your standing and your stature. Please forgive me. If you wish
Stand
to..."
up.
The man gets
Equals.
The man gets up and is like, "Yes, of course, counselors. Please, please, I bid you entry into Bergeron's. May your shopping go well. Please, please, please. And may I suggest, madam, the third floor. Our clothing is fireproof on the third floor."
I'll go up to the third floor.
He hands over the letter.
All right, then. Thank you. Let me see here. A wedding. Interesting. All right, then. Go right back into the back. I believe the Sartolier is in there, and he will take care of you immediately.
Asger kind of nods and walks back to the back.
You go. Does everyone else follow? Belfin, Milo, Silas. Do you follow Asger into the wedding section?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Ponike, are you going to go up to the third floor, or are you going to go to the wedding section?
I'll go to the wedding section first.
Don't worry.
The delighted to imagine one of us wearing a wedding gown there to upstage all the brides.
Oh, that's so rude! Instant death for your character being that rude. All right. You go to the back and you see a rather handsome shifter man, clearly part wolf or something. He turns around and goes, "How do you do?" "Oh, you seem to have some kind of list. I'll take that." He snatches the paper from your hand and gives it a quick read. And he's like, "Oh, some kind of Syrian wedding, is it? Would you care for some traditional Syrian clothing? I believe I have some old fashions from before the morning."
Funny.
Just something modest.
Modest and fireproof, I imagine, madam.
I
The man...
wouldn't be opposed to that.
Oh, of course. Silas, as you start doing that, the man hands you a handkerchief and says, "Put it here. I swear if you wipe anything on my clothes, I'll kill you myself. I'll die for fashion. Now, let me see here. You, my strange... Huh. You seem to be evangelic mink. What are you, my good friend? I haven't seen one of you in here in quite some time."
One, do not make idle threats to my friends, even if they are in jest. Two, I am an Asimov.
Well, a pleasure to meet you. He shakes your hand. Do you grab his hand to shake it?
Yep.
You get the immediate read that this guy is celestial, actually.
Asker kind of like perks and looks at him and goes,
Bakana? Nani? The man gives you a wink and says, "Now, mind you, do you remember the abbot from Curse of Strahd and the horrifying way he walks around a room? The guy walks around the room in the same exact way. He puts his hands together, he sashays, he shimmies, he's effortless. He goes through the air like a hot knife through butter." "Now let me see, my friend here. You seem to be quite strong. We need something to show off those muscles." The guy is in front of a large display, flicks through them, and pulls out a rather beautiful looking, I guess, Edwardian style suit with a nice firm collar, extra room in the shoulders and the calves and the thighs and everything for Asger's intense bulk. And is like, "What color do you prefer?" It's a wedding, so we can't have you in white. How about a nice midnight blue?" And the outfit, which was previously a charcoal gray, becomes a midnight blue, and he hands it to you.
Asker kind of just looks at it and goes, "I've never worn anything like this, so I guess we'll see."
"The changing rooms are right over there, sir."
And he kind of looks and he goes, "On the list there was, I believe, something specific for," and he kind of points to the crown.
"Ah, of course." He touches the outfit, and you see that the collar becomes more elaborate and goes around your neck, and there's also a hat that is slung over the shoulder that has a veil. He goes, "That's a traditional wedding raiment for high-class Syrian men. Conveniently, it hides the face. No one will be the wiser. Go ahead."
Okay. And he walks off.
"Now, you, my dear furious lady, it seems you need something that's a little hot to trot, wouldn't you say?"
Yes, I would.
All right, something modest. He pulls out a simple, like the platonic little black dress, but it goes down to the knee. It has a faint slit on one side that goes up halfway up the thigh, and there is a red cape that goes from the left shoulder over to the right shoulder, draping backwards, gossamer-like, and it comes with a cute little hat. How does this look? And don't worry, fireproof.
I'll try it on.
The
And
dressing...
she goes in, and just in the middle of everything, she drops down into her slip and begins putting the dress on.
Madam, we are not a boudoir. We are not a bordello, but I'm not going to stop a counselor from doing as they please. Now you,
Is
my.
anybody else in the store?
There's a few other people in the back, and you hear, "Oh my word!" and "I never." And then someone goes,
And
"That's."
okay, and then you hear Belfan go ahem, and wave it, and a not a bolt of fire, but like you just hear the Hellstone cannon just prime up.
And it's like, you see one of them go, "Oh my word, those are counselors. They can be as naked as they want. Let's just get out of this store."
I'm still in my slip. I'm still in my underpants. I'm perfectly fine.
It's unbecoming for a
Fine.
counselor. No, you can
Picks
do
up
it.
her-
No, it's
she
fine.
picks
It's
up her
hilarious.
dr- She picks her dress back up just to her chest, and she waddles to the nearest changing room and puts on the little black dress.
Waddle, 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 waddle. Now you, my strange clownish friend, what do you need? I says,
I need a fat bitch.
you need a fat bitch. Well, unfortunately, those are out of season. I knew you were a spring.
I just wanted to hear you say it. I don't know. You know, it's been. I mean, I'm wearing a coat of live rats. I'm not the most fashion-forward man.
All right
Or
then.
woman.
I have I have something for you. He sticks his hand into the closet and pulls out what is essentially like a Pagliacci tier classical Italian clowning outfit with like the little polka dots and all the frills.
Whoa. Did you just go Pagliacci?
Yeah.
It's Pagliacci.
Yeah, whatever. I don't speak Itai. All right.
Or
So, here we go. He hands you the outfit with all its frills. It also has some bells on it, and he tells you the secret is the sleeves have a portal to a realm that is just handkerchiefs. Enjoy. You can just keep pulling handkerchiefs as long as your heart desires. Now you, my fiendish friend, what do you desire?
Pinstripes?
Of course. He sticks his hand and pulls out what is essentially a zoot suit and hands it to you with a trilby with an extremely long phoenix feather that comically goes back like a good 6 feet. Almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's a phoenix feather.
Yes.
When Konike,
Is that a Phoenix down?
The pinstripes, they're gray. Be a little bit greener.
Of course. He touches it and they turn green.
are you pulling a goddamn Beetlejuice?
Oh my god,
it
you son of a bitch.
It was gonna have like a white and red accent, but now that my skin's green, it's gonna be white and green accents. I'm assuming my skin's still green, right? How long is
It's gonna last the rest of the day, so at the counselor meeting, everyone's gonna be wondering why Shrek is a member of the High Council. Alright,
Yeah, dude.
now,
For
you,
good reason.
my House Caneth friend, how can I assist you?
I don't mind something that matches.
Matches whom? He gives you something that simultaneously matches everyone at the same time. It's actually
No.
painful to look at, but it actually works because it modifies
No,
its
thanks.
appearance based on the viewer to make it look like you always fit in.
No thanks.
Alright, what do you want? Yeah, that's if everyone actually wants to do a little googling of their outfit, go ahead and put fucking Cyrus is dressed like an idiot. Like, okay, JK, those old clown outfits are fucking based.
Slightly terrifying.
All right, so what would you like, Belfin?
Well, something in red matches my eyes. He points to his orange eyes.
He gives you the Master of Ceremony outfit that like someone from a circus would wear. You know, like the nice tuxedo top red pants, jack boots, plush little cane, brilliant little top hat, high collar, nice vest, and hands it off to you. How does this look, sir?
He thinks about it for a moment, looks to the rest of everyone else.
The man mumbles to you, and you alone, Belfin. I really doubt you're going to be able to get everyone into the same outfit. Just pick your battles. Trust me. Fashion fights are dangerous.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
Now,
It's not that bad.
I see that you are all counselors. Is there anything else that you would like?
Do you?
Get 2 leather-bound notebooks. Make them kind of wide, pretty looking.
Of course. He sticks his hand into his pocket and hands you 2 nice leather-bound journals that are beautifully filigreed and ornate. And you, Asger?
And he picks up his old, ratty, beaten to hell duster and goes, "Could you get me another one of these?"
Of course. You get, oh god, who's the name of the captain from Firefly? You know how he has that really distinctive old Western jacket? You get one of those dusters. Captain Mal! You get a Captain Mal tier duster. Beautifully ornate and well-oiled leather with pockets, and it's form-fitting, so you look jacked as shit.
Yes. I am so happy right now.
Okay, Ponike, is there anything you desire, Counselor Ponike?
No, thank you.
Now, Counselor Silas, is there anything else you desire?
No.
All right.
This'll do. Oh, well, I guess, pens. That'll work. 2 pens, please.
He sticks his hand in his breast pocket and pulls out 2 ornate platinum pens and hands them to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly... Oh my god, that's fucking perfect! That's the exact dress, Ponike. That's exactly it, but like nice red.
I'm just trying to find a good image of the cape.
Yeah, the cape part's gonna be hard. That's like an old 40s or 50s shtick. Now, Counselor Belfin, is there anything else you desire, my lord?
Yes, actually. My cape is looking a bit tattered. Is there any way it could be repaired?
Of course. Drop it off here, Counselor, and we will have it sent out by Tabaxi Taxi to your Palor Draw as soon as possible.
Are you proud of yourself? You should be.
No, Milo came up with that gag, Tabaxi Taxi, so I can't...
When did you do that?
It was ages ago.
Oh, Tabaxi Taxi?
Yeah, Tabaxi Taxi is Milo's gag. I can't steal that shit. It's too I have to steal it, but I have to give credit.
Steal it.
It's too genius. Now, my lords, I have summoned a Tabaxi Taxi to take you back to the university. And, I have left some refreshments in there and some aperitifs. I bid you adieu. I have to attend to the other, less esteemed customers. He gives a faint bow, puts his hand under his stomach, bows down, and disappears with a poof, and you hear him in the distance going, "White after the holy days? Oh my word, you do need my help."
So wait, real quick though. We're wearing this to... Which are we wearing this to?
That's the exact cape. You can wear it to both the wedding and the counselor meeting.
I got a second outfit for the council meeting. I'm liking this white for the wedding, but...
Okay, if you want to get a secondary outfit, you are welcome to, Counselor Silas. What would you like?
I'll just put it in the chat.
Alright, fine. If you want a secondary outfit, knock yourself out. Oh, that's such a based fucking cape. Alright. We are going to head back. Is there anything else we would like to do in Kornberg? Maybe pick up some presents for the newlyweds?
We could get him a bunch of wine. Just have a party, you know? Oh wait, this is in character.
Wait, you're gonna try to throw a rager?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't able to marry who they wanted. Now it's a big wedding and we're invited?
Where can we find some drugs?
Um,
Anywhere.
What?
as you're in the tabaxi, do you say this inside the tabaxi taxi?
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me.
Racist.
Do you know where to get any magical drugs?
The guy turns around and says, "Are you asking me? A tabaxi, where you can get drugs?"
And then Milo just leans in and looks at him, and he was like, "Well, can you?"
And he's like, "Of course I can. I'm at tabaxi. We'll be right there." And then he like starts running super fast, and he takes the rickshaw with all of you in it. The inside is stuffed full of cheeses and cured meats and peppers and bottles of champagne. And there's a note that says, "Dearest counselors, thank you for shopping at Bergeron's. We hope you enjoy your items, and we are sending your invoice to Counselor Manistan. Regards."
Ian, like literally the first thing I thought about when Andre started asking for drugs is like, what were you expecting? Catnip?
I was expecting.
Heyo.
All right, you are now in front of what seems to be your standard issue apothecary, and you can see through the window is a tabaxi idly grinding herbs in a mortar and pestle. He sees you approach and sees your cancellery sigils, and he immediately swipes the mortar and pestle into a nearby trash can and starts hurriedly shuffling and scuttling items around him into drawers. Do you enter the store?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so fucking funny.
I go in and I walk in and I point right at him and I say, "You, what's in the trash?"
Counselor, it's medicinal. I swear, your counselorships. I wasn't aware you would be coming to my humble store.
Shut up.
He's in there.
Wait. Is that fun? If you
Is
put it in your body.
It's an ointment for eczema, counselorship.
Oscar looks at him and goes,
Inside check.
Go ahead and do an insight check.
I go ahead and lick it.
Okay,
out of my hand.
Yes.
Milo. All right, give me a con save, Silas, for licking the preparation H.
Of course.
You fail the con save, Silas.
I have questions.
Great.
Your hemorrhoids don't go away.
It's really gross. Milo, you determined that the man is being serious. He was just making his medicine, and he's really embarrassed about his skin condition and doesn't want anyone to know.
Wow, what a real bait and switch there. Do you have anything that can? Okay, I need drugs. Listen, drugs. We want recreational drugs. I want some.
Drugs. You see him like pull the curtain aside. Drugs violate the laws of Zilargo. I could never sell drugs. He shuts the windows and the doors, and he's like, "Okay, how many drugs do you want?" like.
I'll take. Milo kind of looks around left and right. 10, 15.
Okay, I've got halfling hashish, I've got moon sugar, I've got heroin from 3 different planes of existence. I have narcotics made from plants that aren't even from
Which planes?
I got all of them. I've got Zoriet, I've got Dalquar, I've got Vernia, I've got Rizia.
Ponike is gonna go. You know, this newer drugs just aren't as hard as they used to be. And then she'll request a really old drug that no longer exists.
I'm gonna have him roll an intelligence check to determine if he knows what the fuck you are talking about. He vaguely.
Do you have sassafrasal?
Are you talking about Sarsi? They haven't made that in like 800 years. That's pretty expensive stuff.
I know. Do you have any?
I have 1 bottle, but I don't really want to part with it. I suppose you are counselors, though. How much are you willing
How
to pay
about-
for this?
Well, a quid pro quo, perhaps.
All right then. What can you offer me in exchange?
Well, as counselors, I assume we can. You get in trouble with the law, and
Yeah, as counselors, I think you're just gonna give us the stuff that we want, right? That's how.
And
this
we
is gonna
will-
work, right?
no, Milo. If you give me the sassafrassel,
Sassafrassel. You never catch sassafras, man. You never catch sassafras. All right, go on.
as a councilwoman, I can perhaps get you out of trouble the next time you're in it.
Huh. A get out of the constabulary free card. All right, you have a deal. You see the guy turn around?
And I have a request as well.
All right, what do you want?
Okay, I've thought about this, and I think I am going to take, if you have it, I will need some cocaine from Kithri, the churning chaos.
You want a narcotic from a plane of pure chaos.
Yes. I also am going to want
You party hard, bro.
salvia. I'm going to want some salvia from Zoriat, the Realm of Madness. And I'm also...
Never want salvia.
and
Never
I'm-
salvia. You see Asger's eyes get real wide and shaky. He's like, no,
I'm also going to take some opium. No, some heroin from the Lurth, the realm. Oh no, some heroin from Delcor, and the realm of dreams, and I think that should do it.
All right then. He starts rummaging around, opens baggies, opens jars. You see him open this container, and when he opens it, all you hear is just like the sound of children's laughter. And then he pours some liquid out of the container into like a vial. He starts assembling everything into like a neat little box. Puts a large sticker on the outside that says "Definitely not drugs," and then hands it to you. Like,
I like how the accent.
huh?
I like how the sticker has an accent.
I know, right? Actually, when you read the sticker, it actually says this in your mind. Definitely not the drugs. Like,
Yeah.
it actually is a very powerful wording spell. If you look at it, you can think it's anything except drugs.
Love that.
All right.
Kind of looks at him. and goes,
All right, counselors. Well, I have to go take care of some stuff. I'm behind on my skin regiment. He starts digging the stuff out of the trash can and goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna get a flare up today. I just know I am." And
Hey
he's
man, that shit needs more salt. It tastes awful.
Asger just hands it to him. He's like, I already pulled it out of the trash, and he hands it to him. Then he goes, also, do you have any I believe it's called LS Dream? Yeah.
yeah, we have some LS Dream. Yeah, 1 second, counsel. Let me just take that out. He opens up what seems to be a poster of a very a dark human man with dreadlocks, with his hand under his chin, kind of looking up at the corner of the frame. He reaches his hand through this poster, and if anyone can figure out what the poster is, I'm gonna fucking give you an inspiration.
Wait, Rita Hayworth. It's Rita Hayworth.
It is not Rita Hayworth.
Whoa, just describe it one more time.
It is a large poster of a man with a black human male wearing with dreadlocks, with his hand under his chin, looking up into the corner of the frame of the portrait. He reaches to the portrait and pulls out a single cylinder, and it's like, "Here's enough doses for each of you to take some LS Dream. Enjoy."
The poster is of it's Hobgob Marley.
It's Bob Marley! Okay,
Yes.
I think Asger, you were about to say Bob Marley, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, I thought that was too obvious.
Yeah, it's obviously fucking Bob Marley.
It's Hobgob Marley.
Marley.
Yeah, he tried.
Wait. Bob Marley. He's a goblin.
Yeah, he's Gob Marley. Okay, so Asger and Milo, take your inspos. Congratulations.
Snoop Gob.
Snoop.
That's awesome.
Okay, I made up all of your drugs, so I just PM me when we finish this session. I'm gonna reread it and I'm gonna see what fucking drugs you all got, and I will give each single one of them a stupid stat block. Okay, like you're welcome. This is such a ridiculous
You don't
premise.
have problems.
I tried to make a 50-cent joke and I said 20.
20 cent.
I said 20.
Hey, what's 30 cents between friends?
I hate all of you. I can't believe you're almost as bad as Parsival. Okay, so
It's a slippery.
Freaking fantastic. Yeah, okay.
in the corner you see a very beautiful vampire man going, they have drugs. Like, hello. It seems I couldn't help but notice that you have a very large collection of narcotics, and let me say that I am quite the connoisseur. Anyway, all right. Well, I have to close up shop right now. Gotta go listen to some my Gob Marley records. You know, really get into a nice zone. Like, so. Take care, counselors. I think your Tabaxi taxi is still outside waiting. You see the guy kind of like making gestures like, hey, where's my kickback for taking them to the store? And then you see the other guy in the store go, 50 Ponike, take an inspo. Okay, I'm really sorry, but you are now going to be fighting an extremely powerful bard called 50 copper. Anyway.
Okay, what's our inspo maximum?
It's
Good question.
It's
Wait. LL Cool Thing.
Oh shit, that's good. Your
Ellen,
cap.
what?
LL Cool Thing.
Oh, it's good.
That's pretty good. All right, your cap is 2, but you can have as many as you want in a single session, so you can actually have more. It's just when the session ends, it resets to 2 if you haven't spent all of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so when I'm handing them out, it just means use them to get out of stupid situations later, like rolling wrong on what happens if you do halfling hashish. Anyway, or LS Dream, or
Sassafrasal.
or sassafrasal, the most dangerous drug in existence. Okay, are we gonna go back to Boyland Manistan's magnificent mansion? And
I wanna check in on with Mythos. I wanna check in on Boylan to see if he's ready for us per se.
they are still fucking.
What?
But it seems that they are on the tail end of it. Hint, hint, if you know what I mean. He knows a little druid. So anyway,
That poor gnome.
what are you talking about? Boyland is the top.
How?
It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Does he have a ladder?
He's a wizard. He conjures the ladder. Like he casts enlarge reduce on himself, but not vertically. So anyway,
He's like running back and forth to play with her titties and then running. to play with her pussy.
he actually would have to physically move because he's only like what 3 feet tall and she's like 12. So yeah, you're right. Like he's like, you know why I
He's, like,
learned
running
mage
back and
hand?
forth.
Do you know why I learned mage hand? Like
It's like that scene. It's like the scene from SpongeBob where Plankton is trying to play the harmonica.
oh yeah, that's exactly what's going on, except it's him trying to suck on one titty and then going to the other titty. Anyway,
He is the weight.
oh my fucking god, I have like a headache from all the laughing. This is so I love it. What a good day. So anyway, so are we gonna go off to our counselor meeting? Are we gonna do maybe some drugs on the ride there?
Ponike will take a hit of the sassafrasal
Okay,
on the way there.
I am just gonna have to. Okay, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw with just flat, because I imagine you're okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
like you are totally fine. You take a hit of this, you get a nice brief euphoria. Your HP maximum goes up by 1. it fills you with supernatural vigor and succor. You're like, hell yeah, mama's gonna go high tonight.
Someone asked where the letter's at. Oh wait.
It gives me a slight second of true death at the peak of the high.
At the high, you feel what non-existence feels like, and
Exactly.
you accidentally let out a torrent of pleasurable fire that starts to dance around the cabin. Everyone is freaking out.
Hell yeah. He's clapping and laughing because he's a fucking maniac.
What in the?
Why would Belfan be worried? He doesn't give a shit, remember?
Ponike is just like completely bonked. She's just kind of vibing in the back. As this
Belfin,
like fire ballet dancer parades around.
Belfin
Next to
is currently going, I can't believe these drug addicts, as he's like wrapping a cord around his arm and preparing a hypodermic needle. I mean, just straight up drug addicts.
Yeah, like literally, like Belfan would be like the one motherfucker in this ride who would take a cigar, use his Hellstone can to light the fucking thing, and just sit back and watch this bullshit happen.
Is anyone else doing narcotics on the way to meet up with Boylan?
No, I have to be the face.
Yeah. So you see Asger kind of like pull out the little vial and pull a single drop and drop it onto his tongue, and then put it back and put it away so that he doesn't forget where it is later.
Okay, you are microdosing right now. You actually are going to have advantage on persuasion checks until the end of the session.
What?
Doesn't really work because you have like a -2.
I don't. Not anymore. I have a 10. Remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I gave
I have
you
a 0.
I gave you a faint scintilla of agency. All right, you arrive at Boyland Manistan's magnificent mansion. You can see that he has his cleaning staff cleaning the floors for some odd reason, as him and his wife are in bathrobes, smoking cigars, and drinking cognac. And they're like, oh, nice of you to join us again. Watch out for the floors. They got wet.
Oh yeah, quite a bit of milking, I'm sure.
God, shut up!
Watch out for the wet spots. Actually, if you step in a wet spot, roll a con save to see if you catch a magical STD.
Ponike will like lean over because now she's high. Will lean over to on like 800-year-old weed. She leans over to Boyland and goes, whistles for Mythos. Mythos comes out from like behind his bookshelf and goes, if you want me to keep your little secrets, I require a favor down the road. And she just smiles, and Mythos flies over and lands on her shoulder. And she just kind of like chuckles to herself.
We knew you were watching. Why do you think we put on a show? He high-fives his wife with mage hand. All right.
Silas
Yeah.
himself on Asger.
I hate to tell you this, Tonike, but threatening people's sexual lives doesn't exactly work in this time.
A voice of experience.
I guess I'm just...
Not speaking from experience, just speaking from remembering someone else trying it.
So, y'all can't talk in Primordial, so she is like slipping in and out of talking in Primordial because that's her native tongue. So she's like, oh, you know, I'm just...
Weird.
Like Belfan's just
We got it again while we're standing here.
Belfan's squinting at Ponike, just like,
Asger, do you rage to understand?
How off am I right now because of the LS stream?
LS stream, you are faintly off, so...
He doesn't care.
Alright, Boyland's like, alright then. We can do a little boozing and cruising on the ship there if you want. I have a cleric on staff. He has greater restoration. You can go as hard as you want. Hell, that guy even has true resurrection. You can go super hard. Like, I think we deserve...
Kind of smirks.
I think we deserve a little bit of a celebration after bringing two nations together peacefully, as he leans in and kind of glances at all of you. Now, let's make our way. I already have your infernal war machine parked in the airship. Let's just get in there and settle in.
Sounds good.
You get in, and it's like an enormous dirigible. It has Zolargo and Gnomish filigree on the outsides. It's decked out with cannons and weapons batteries, and the top has a variety of artificer / paladins on board as like the Marines. It is decked the fuck out. On the inside, it's beautiful and palatial woodwork, tile, wood, plush couches. A nice fire is burning. There's like plates of food everywhere. There's servants.
Ponike goes over to the fire and just kind of sits down in the fire. She's in her old dress, and her new dress is like with the bags.
You see a porter bringing all the bags into your individual rooms, and it's like, it'll take about 6 hours to get there via airship, so kind of just settle in.
Yeah,
now,
Ponike just sits in the main fire and just kind of like leans back into it.
Okay, kind of a weird flex. We do have a hot tub, but whatever you want. Now, I have to go rest for reasons I probably don't need to explain to a certain someone, as he stares at Ponike. Now, I'm gonna go rest. If you all need anything, ring the stewards. Okay. Now, is there anything anyone wants to do during this particular segment?
I wink at him as he walks away, and since I'm still speaking in Primordial because I'm high, I say in Primordial, "You have the cutest tush."
You see one of the waiters laugh and then go, I'm glad I took that primordial elective. All right. Do we want to kind of fast forward through this section? Because there's literally nothing in this section other than you lot getting super drunk and high and then getting healed by a cleric right before you go into your meeting. So do we want to do like hangover style insane rager, and then you see a cleric going, bye soon, I can't believe the thing, why did I go into private practice, as he like
Yes.
Okay.
100% yes.
Alright, everyone,
I'm gonna take a bottle of super high proof wine, light it on fire, and then chug it.
okay, go ahead and give me a con save. Asger, are you gonna go hard too? Oh, Ponike's fucked up. Ponike is super fucked up. Ponike is actually going, I am a phoenix, I can fly, as they try to like open the window and fly out and like jump outside. Asger, damn! Actually, I'm gonna say disadvantage to see if anything horrible happens. Do it again, Asger.
Alright.
Ooh, okay, you're like, you're in a good spot. You're like, okay. You're good enough to catch Ponike before she attempts to jump out the window, and you're like, no, you don't. Only I'm allowed to. I'm the one that flies. Like,
Do that. You should not jump out windows. And he like throws you backwards a little bit, and then he jumps out the window on his side.
I'm the one that flies.
I cast fly on myself, like I sprout huge fiery wings, and then I go out the window, and I just want to play tag with Asger.
Okay, acrobatics.
Cross-faded flying tag.
Acrobatics and an athletics contest. Okay, but what? Let's get to Milo, Silas, and Belfan. Now, Milo, what are you doing right now? Milo.
Hang on. I ask someone else.
All right, Belfan, what are you doing right now? Belfan. Okay, Silas, what are you doing right now?
Doesn't do anything.
Silas is already high on life and ketamine.
His blood is ketamine.
Hell yeah, take that, Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, I take it that Belfan, are you there, Belfan? Alright, and Milo, chime in when you're ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna need Asger to make an athletics contest. So just roll athletics, Asger, to see If you, this is fucking literally impossible. Fucking god, Punike. This actually fits because Punike is slosh. So Punike is like, I'm gonna get the drop on Asgore. And then as they think it, Asgore, in some like strange lucid moment, probably because of microdosing LS Dream, decides to deftly do a barrel roll and get out of their way and just starts doing circles around them endlessly on his magic flying scythe. You two take it away. How are you going to end the scene?
Asgore's basically going to be running around you and occasionally getting behind you and poking you in the back of the head.
Ponike is like flying and like shooting a firebolt at you every now and again.
I'm sitting in the corner and watching everybody very intense.
Asgore's just super happy. He's like, this is so fun.
Are you
Pokes you in the
raging?
back.
Are you raging during any of this?
I don't need to be. Nah. He's too high to be, like, he did well on his con save, but he's in too good of a place to be angry.
He's very zen right now. Belfin, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Belfin, what are you doing while you see these two drunk jackanapes playing tag outside? Oh, here, one quick thing. Milo, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, Milo and Belfin, do you two want to engage in perhaps some kind of drinking contest?
Milo drinks some more of the good stuff.
Oh shit. He gets greener.
Yeah, what is it? I mean, it still is. The good stuff still is alcohol, right? It had that crazy effect, but it is still.
It's still alcohol, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
it ain't easy being green.
Yeah.
Actually-
I'll take another slug of that Kermit.
You give me a wisdom saving throw. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Milo.
Jacket, baby.
Okay, you pass as you almost feel the strange urge to always have the green somewhere in the sentences you speak. Alright,
Oh God.
Now-
God, that would be annoying.
now, Belfin, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna lay back and just have a casual conversation with Boylan.
Alright. Belfin, it seems that you like to be a teetotaler too. As you actually see this, he is smoking halfling hashish. His concept of abstaining from narcotics is very strange. Is there anything on your mind?
It's natural. It's not made in a lab. It doesn't count.
It's not made by an artificer, man. It's like grown by a druid, man. It comes from the earth.
It was put in the ground. It was made for me.
Okay, good. Okay, alright. Oh shit, it is like 9:15. How long do we want to run?
I don't know. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, it seems like you all are having a blast with the endless stream of
Oh,
fucking...
I would be down to wrap up in like 30 minutes.
Okay, let's...
I second that.
Alright, let's see what Belfin wants to talk to Manistan about, and then we will do the counselorship, and then I guess the wedding will be the start of next session. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Belfin, what's on your mind? We got a few minutes.
Just enjoying the view, honestly. Probably the first time I've ever seen these lot relax.
Yeah, they seem pretty high-strung, which is pretty weird.
You're saying it's weird.
What happened to that other weird guy that was around? The guy in the shiny armor that was real mean.
Oh, him?
I didn't like him.
You should ask Silas about it. About it.
I will, maybe after the meeting. Alright.
Not during.
Definitely not.
Talking about.
They're talking about why Gyarados is lame.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
And this is just Asgore and Ponike fighting to the death outside with fireballs and dangerous black magic. You see all the soldiers on deck going, why did I go into the private Mercs slaps Asger's ass. Actually, Asger is so strong that he actually grips the mage hand with his butt cheeks and breaks it.
What a way to go.
His ass has both. His left cheek does counterspell and his right cheek does dispel magic.
Alright, really?
All right, no, it doesn't. God, could you imagine though? You might come across an enemy that does that though. Okay, so Belfan, is there anything else on your mind? I gotta go help the missus with her gnomish studies.
Very funny. Have at it.
All right, thanks.
In the meantime, I will help myself to the libations.
All right, here. I'll bring some of the lads over. As he says this, a bunch of extremely attractive half-elf men come out in thongs and sit next to you and start massaging your shoulders and serving you alcohol.
Belfan doesn't have a fuck to give.
He's like, all right, this is fine. I'm an ass man and they got asses. Like, I'm in. Like, all right. The ship docks at the Councillary Chamber. I actually have... okay, I guess I didn't put it in here. But here is the fancy dining hall. Feel free to just put yourself at the table. No one sits at the head table. It is reserved for the speaker, who they are going to elect. You arrive at the table and you see that there are already there are 6 people here. There are 3 gnomes and a hobgoblin, a goblin, and a bugbear. I haven't put them on the map because I'm an idiot. So hold on a second.
Wait, why is there a clone of Silas?
I think it was for like Simulacra or something. I can't remember. Let me get rid of this. 1 second.
Might have been Big Silas.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the goblin. Actually, it's not important. Okay. You see the 6 of them. They all stand up as a lot of you enter the room and give you a faint curtsy or a bow. And then when you all sit down, they sit. Boyland gets up and goes to the head of the table but does not sit down and says, "Welcome, one and all, to the meeting of this new union between Zalargo and Dargoon. It is an honor and a privilege to usher forth a new nation forged of guile and peace. Now, first order of business. We need a name. Now, seeing as how we are here at Palor, I think we should allow our esteemed hosts to make the first suggestion. Now, every person here, every faction, gets a vote. I myself represent Kornberg. Trenoa Dalenport, my gnomish colleague, represents Trollenport. My other esteemed colleague, Isona Weaver, represents Zolenberg. We have Quen, who represents the Word Bearers. You see a bugbear get up. We have Rustakan, who represents the Blade Brothers. The Blade Bearers. You see a hobgoblin get up and take a brief bow. And then, of course, we have Vaughn representing the Razor Crowns. You see a rather irritated goblin stand up, give a faint curtsy. You could tell that they are female, unlike everyone else here. Actually, all the gnomes are female except Boyland, and all the goblinoids are male except the one. They all introduce themselves and they say, "Now, my esteemed friends from Palor, one of you must be selected as the..." Yeah, there's a lot of Bergs in Zalargo. It's suspicious. One of you must be selected as the speaker. Only while you have 1 vote on the council, how you determine what that vote is up to you. Now, you may confer for a few moments. Other representatives have some matters to discuss, but talk amongst yourselves which of you should be the representative here at the High Council. And he gives a fake curtsy, and you hear clinkling and tinkling as they start eating food. Servants start pouring wine for you. brandy is tossed around. You see like desserts being taken out. Everyone's kind of eating and snacking, waiting for you five to determine who is the person who is authorized to speak on your behalf at the High Council.
Didn't we already decide that? Wasn't it Silas?
Yeah, but
Agreed. We
Me up
decided
for
it was Silas.
Well, that was a fast adjudication. All right, Silas, come to the top of the table and tell us what you think the name of our new empire should be.
goodness, you're putting me on the spot a little. Why don't we hear from everybody? We're all picking it. I want to hear what everybody thinks it should be.
You see the other members kind of look at each other and shrug, and they kind of say in unison, "You have the first tourney. It is tradition." And they give a faint bow. They're kind of insistent. You should go first.
Out of character, I don't know what to pick.
You could literally do anything, and we can just decide on a different one. But just put it on the list.
Friend Ganistan.
Yeah. I'll put in the chat, Friend Ganistan, and I think that's
God.
a great name for a nation.
No, but you don't understand. I'm gonna. Oh. Fuck. This is something I would have wanted to think about. Shit. Man.
Keep it in character.
Okay. Oh my god. 1 second. I actually have a list of shit for this. It's like right next to my computer. Hang on.
Silas starts fumbling through some papers, like variety of lists, like
Yeah.
names for empires, names for nation states, names for dogs, names for cats. Like, god damn it, where's the name for newly forged republics? Son of a bitch, I know I had it in here.
There's some crossover between those categories.
Yeah. If you're a Philistine.
Yeah, like the Grand Republic of One and All would be a great dog name.
Does anyone else have any ideas aside from Friend Ganistan?
I have an idea. A character named Phyllis Steen.
Sorry.
That's really good, Milo. Ah, damn, I'm tired. Oh,
We
man.
discussed it.
Delivering all this content is so exhausting. All right, go ahead, Silas.
Tired? I thought it was pronounced Ian.
The Empire of Palor Zilgun. That's actually kind of fucking cool.
Ooh. Palor Zilgun. Love that.
What's the Zilgun from?
It's a combination of Zalargo and Dargun. He put them together.
Okay.
All right, counselors, speak. Tell us your name, America. Buttberg. Buttberg is not allowed. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Silas. I'm not talking about the great empire of Buttberg. Bootyberg, maybe. All right, Silas. Counselor Silas, regale us with your name.
Well, how about the Empire of Palor Zilgun?
That's not bad.
Phew, thank you. Alright, who else?
Badger will look to the other council members since we're not supposed to be the ones talking right now.
The member from Trollenport, Trinoa Dallenport, gets up. They are a very well-dressed gnomish woman with a fanciful petticoat on and a nice little cape. She gets up and goes, "I believe we should refer to ourselves as the Empire of Two." And then she sits down. The Boyland Manistan gets up and says, "I believe we should be referred to as the most serene republics. And he sits down. The representative from Zollenberg, Asona Weaver, stands up, a very well-dressed gnomish woman. I believe that we should be referred to as the Principality. She sits down. The word, yeah, simply the Principality.
That's a high.
Yeah, it's fucking great. The leader of the word bearers, Quinn, gets up. They are a bugbear female. I believe that we should listen to other options that aren't gnomes. And then they sit down. The blade bearers get up. And
where would I be sitting? Like what? Like as opposed to like.
There's like 6 other people, so they would be like down here. So all of you will be up here, and they would be at the southern end of the table.
Oh, well, I'd position myself next to Asker.
Okay, go ahead. The blade bearer representative gets up.
I
Bruce.
comment to actually, wow.
Yeah, what?
I was gonna comment to Asker. It's like not a lot of love lost around here, is there?
Seems like they're still a little butthurt at each other.
Might have to fix that.
Rusticon, the hobgoblin leader of the blade bearers, stands up. You see that the man has very pronounced tattoos of swords on his forearms. I believe that we should be called the Empire of Might and Magic. And he sits down.
Pretty cool game.
Like the video game.
I go off.
Okay, the Razor Crowns get up and say, we defer the naming to the other parties. And they sit down.
Lame.
Okay, now, what would you all like?
We all know my vote because I came up with it. So everybody else vote.
Got all the rest of them. My number one was the Principality.
I super love the Principality. I think that is cool as shit.
Alright, what is your preference? Because honest to God, I'll just have you all manipulate the votes however you want in order to get the result you want, because the naming thing is really up to you more than anything.
I mean, we could switch it to the Principality of Palor Zolgoon.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, do you want to suggest that? Are you going to whisper that to Silas?
Sure.
Alright, Silas, suggest the Principality of Zolargo of Palor Zolgoon.
I kind of like the Principality of Zolargo. That has a rang to it.
But that would be way too gnome focused, and the goblins would be.
Oh yeah. What's the what do you call it?
I actually am
Portmanteau of 'em?
quite all for Asker's suggestion.
Okay, Silas, you suggest the Principality of Palor Zolgoon.
I do.
Alright, you hear a faint murmuring like, oh, that sounds actually quite good. I like that. And it's like, just the right amount of goblin, just the right amount of gnomish. Boylan is like, alright then, let's have a vote. The Principality of Palor Zilgoon. They all raise their hands. How do you vote, Silas?
Yeah, I raised a little hand.
The A's have it. We are now the Principality of Palor Zilgoon. Now,
We call ourselves Palor Zalgoon for short.
yes, we shall call ourselves Palor Zilgoon for short. That's a wise idea. Now, I believe there are a few measures at hand that need to be discussed. Each member of the council wants to bring forth an item. Trinoa Davenport, the representative from Trollenport, gets up. She says, by our right as possessors of the grandest port in our new nation, we require request and oblige that maritime activity and shipping primarily go through Trollenport. We want primary shipments to go through our harbors and be processed by our people. We will not tolerate competing maritime districts.
I whisper to Silas. Only abstain only to ensure that all other maritimes become complementary, a supplement, if you will.
I mean,
Why is this counselor speaking out of turn? Why is their speaker not speaking?
I am whispering. I wasn't speaking out of turn.
still saying things. Don't worry about it. He was just asking when dessert would be out.
All right then.
I don't know, so I didn't answer.
What is it that you desire then? Let me see. Oh, let me get back to it. We want maritime activity, at least 50% of it, to go through Trollenport. What say the others as to this action? Shall we place it to a vote?
Which out of character, which land was that asking for it? Can we get like a map at some point? Not now, but you know.
There's only 3 cities in Zolargo: Trollenport, Kornberg, and Zollenberg. Trollenport is the furthest west. It's the place where airships are made, actually.
It would not benefit us to allow these people to have a monopoly over one another. It would mean that they would have a bargaining chip in the future.
All right, Silas, how are you going to vote when this measure comes to pass?
How can I vote? I don't have all the information.
The person is trying to gain 50% control of maritime policy in your new empire. You have to make some split-second decisions
Do
here.
Are the other factions speaking up about this? Is there any outrage among the kind of competing
You can see
members?
you can see some rabble rousing coming from pretty universally everyone else. They do not care for this. It seems
Why?
you can do an insight check.
Read that room. Or I can do an insight check and I can just telepathically talk to you also.
Oh yeah, that's true, because I gave a certain somebody telepathy. You determine that this is in nobody's interest, so voting no in this measure will cost you really nothing. You're fairly confident that even Trollenport itself understands that this is just kind of strange posturing more than anything.
Wait, so who said this again?
Trinoa Dallenport, the leader of Trollenport.
Avder's just dead staring at them.
They say, but we can table that discussion for now. Now, Boyland, is there anything you desire? Boyland gets up and says, I believe that the gnomes and the triumvirate are quite skilled in the manner of statecraft. I believe it would behoove us if we were to centralize the main apparatuses of state here at Palor Drawl. We would have our constabulary, archives, and even some of our manufacturing facilities buried under the mountain. It would secure it from foreign invasion and allow our new friends to gain a pretty intimate understanding of the functions of state. Yeah, go ahead, Silas.
That was just like before everything got settled.
God damn it, Ponike, stop trying to start a food fight. You see Boyland Manistan grab the food out of the air with Mage Hand and gently put it down. You notice that when Silas got to the top of the table in their role as speaker, they set out a notebook which is being passed around, and everyone is writing their name in it as kind of like an initial minutes thing. And it is being passed around. Everyone else has signed it, and now it is at Milo. Milo, do you sign it?
Any fine print?
You're a devil, so you have a pretty good grasp on contracts. You look at this, nah, there's no fine print here. It's just sign your name.
All right.
It's a sign-in sheet, effectively.
Yeah, Milo signs it.
Nicely.
All right. Does anyone object to signing it?
Ponike will sign it and pass it off.
Okay. Does anyone else want to sign it? Asger, are you going to sign it? Belfan?
I'm gonna sign it.
I don't think it's to me.
Alright, everyone signs it and Silas tucks it into their pocket. Now, does anyone object to Palor Drawl receiving these new administrative facilities, secret police, blah blah blah, to having the capital of their new empire be inside Palor Drawl?
That all sounds in order.
Fuck. I was typing. I zoned out. Just what you said. We asked for.
Boylan Manistan just wants to centralize and put the new capital inside Palor Drawl. Is that fine with everyone?
Centralizing national credit and making national credit competitive.
Okay, so how do you vote, Silas?
Sounds good to me.
The vote is 5-2, with two of the Gnomish factions, Trollenport and Zolenberg, voting no, whereas all of the Goblin factions voted in your favor.
Good.
All right. Zolenberg stands up and says, I am a Sona Weaver, and as you can see, there are two members of House Canarath and House Civis with me. We believe that financial activities and other matters of national security should be stored and codified within our vaults in the throes of the Seawall Mountains to the north of what was once Zolargo. We believe that our facilities and our know-how are essential to guarding our most precious secrets. She sits down. How do you want to vote, Silas?
Real quick.
I'm writing all the stuff down that we're doing.
Does this reek of bullshit to Belfan?
Roll an insight.
I want to roll.
I'm gonna put a 22 on that.
You could tell that she's speaking this with full sincerity. House Canarath and House Civis are known for maintaining money and records. She's making...
Okay, but it's more so if it's a posterity thing, or if she's trying to get something, if there's an ulterior motive.
Oh, well, you could tell, though, that she makes a good argument. They would keep them safe, but the money in keeping them safe would nonetheless be there.
Okay.
She makes a sound argument, but you can tell that having access to all that information would definitely put them in a pretty particular posture.
So am I inclined to disagree with this?
You think the world will end soon enough? I don't think they'll be able to develop enough materials, and you're probably going to want your states to be strong and secure, so you think it probably behooves you for the time being.
It's just any amount of that any of that kind of information, and if they decide to turn their backs on us, or let's say turn to another nation, they have the means to.
You can abstain from the vote if you desire.
Out of character, just remember that we will also all be under a barrage of dream bullshit soon, so it really doesn't matter. They don't have, but what, 4 days?
It's 3, actually.
3 days. It don't matter.
Then what's the point of the scene?
They don't know that.
It's like, our plans to let this kind of go by, but let this come to pass, and then all of this posturing would have been for naught.
We got to dress up fancy.
Boyland has informed them of the particular manifestations that could occur, and they are also making plans. the information that you are gleaming is going to be passed on to the new aspects of your state. So these people are talking about their concerns for the future and these other things, while everyone is also kind of knowing in the background that there is a dream concern that is going to have to happen. And that is actually the last item on the docket, is talking about the dream problem.
Well,
Okay.
then, I mean,
So it would behoove us to pay attention to these proposals.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
yeah. You can also just look at the footage on YouTube after, so you don't have to take too many meticulous notes right now. You can just pay attention to the scene. All right. Zolenberg just wants to have control over certain documents and procedures, and they also want to keep handle on the finances. How would you all like to vote?
We'll vote yes.
Okay. It passes 4-3, with the gnomish factions voting in favor and the goblins voting opposed, and you lot breaking the tie. All right.
A part of me kind of wants to know what their grievances are before we make these decisions.
You can figure it out in post. On some of these,
I do like how we're clearly non-partisan. You know, we swung one for the gnomes, one for the goblins.
yeah, you're doing a pretty good job, honestly.
It's easy to be nice,
All right.
so we know how to be good.
The bugbear Quen gets up and it's like, we have a simple request. Our forces have been bogged down attacking the Fey Tower of Shea Joradal. It's going to hamper our military effectiveness in the time to come in the next few days. Once we sort out certain externalities, we need that Fey Tower destroyed so that our military effectiveness is not hampered in Dargoon and we can put our forces near the borders. You see everyone kind of murmur around going, yeah, that Fey Tower has been bothering everyone in Dargoon for a very long time. It is now our problem too. We need to get rid of it. You can see that they're all kind of itching to vote yes. How would you like to vote?
Let's talk this out, boys.
Yeah, this is something I'm gonna need to hear out. Like what this. This is actually one of the situations where I kind of want to hear it.
Shea
I
Jorad.
have to hear more details about this.
Shea Joradal is a Fey Tower that appeared 4 years ago during the tail end of the Great War. We cannot drive the Fey from that realm, and their foul magics are disrupting crops, disrupting messenger lines, disrupting rail lines, and disrupting all manner of everything in that area. It throws off all of our communications, all of our crops, all of our intelligence. Strange occurrences, strange mutations. We have no idea what the Fey are up to in this area, but I know that their existence in Central Dargoon is a blight upon our new nation, and they must be disposed of.
Okay. Has there been any communication with them?
They have resisted all attempts at communication and rapport or rapprochement.
I speak Sylvan. Perhaps I can talk to them.
If you wish to infiltrate their tower and broach their loathsome defenses to talk to them, they put this in quotes, by all means you may. But they seem to know only the blade.
Perhaps I can. And she makes a little fire dance across her fingertips. Persuade them to leave.
You see the bugbear get a fiendish smile and go, I believe that a nice, furious conversation would be useful. Thank you kindly.
I then flick food at her.
It hits her on the face, and she looks at you and says, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My hand slipped.
Counselor. Actually, make a dexterity saving throw, Ponike.
Oh boy. Honestly, watching Ponike just. Yeah, this is.
You suddenly feel the chair underneath you give away as if some force had pulled it away, and you fall flat on your ass.
That's what you get for
Now, servants, help up Counselor Ponike. Now, I believe it is time for the blade bearers. You see a man get up, a large hobgoblin. I am Roostakon of the blade bearers. Some time ago, a great weapon was stolen from the repositories of my noble people and clan. We were demanded back. It is known as the Scepter of the True King. It is an item stolen, and I believe that someone here has it in their possession. My augury says it is within the confines of Palor Draw. I see to it that it is returned, and we shall forget that such transgressions have occurred. That is all. He sits down. Anything else?
All right, I'm gonna ask the party. It's like, what is the scepter to us at this point? Like, not like out of character. What is the scepter to us at this point?
It is a hindrance. We can't just hold power over one group or a couple. It's not in the best interest of what we're trying to pursue here. At least, that's what I think.
And to be fair, we don't exactly need it anymore. We've already made our points, and we've already got what we need from it. So its duty to us has kind of met its end. It is merely up to the rest of us to make a decision as to what to do with it.
Out of character, what should we vote then?
With this one, it seems like the man wasn't putting it to a vote. He was simply stating it to the concerned party that would know what it meant, what to do. You can kind of tell it was directed at you lot. He knows you have it.
Who said it?
Roostakon.
What does he look like?
He is a very tall and dignified hobgoblin.
Hunk.
Asker just kind of smiles at him and goes, And for just the purpose of it's a relic of your people, or do you need this to solidify your rule?
It is a sacred relic belonging to my clan, forged by my great 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 great. He goes on for quite some time.
Yeah. I get the idea.
Do we have it on us?
I do, yes.
Oh, you took it? I was wondering who the fuck had it. That's one reason why I want you all to fill out that PC tracker, because there's a bunch of items and I'm like,
You cut out, Ian.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I need you all to fill out that PC tracker with all your items,
Oh, right.
because I have thrown so many things at you and I have it in my notes, but my notes are a frenetic mess, so I imagine that you lot probably keep good track of all the stupid crap I give you. Like, oh, the Super Death Laser Mark 9. Of course, we have 4 of them. Like,
I probably need to discuss like all the things, like, because I'm starting to get a confusing mess of notes with my stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's
I
definitely
wanna-
gonna.
We can have like a little
might have to
inventory at
discuss
some point.
inventory.
yeah, actually, how about do we have, say, 10 minutes to talk inventory?
Ooh, nah, not tonight. Let's do inventory.
All right.
Let's start of next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it start of next session. But do me a favor and fill out the sheet to the best of your understanding, and if you have any questions, just run it past me. All right, let me run the last thing past you. The leader of the Razor Crowns gets up. They state, we have found the culprit responsible for the assassination of the great Emperor Lesh, and he has been dealt with. They give a look around and everyone gives a knowing nod like, yes, of course, the culprit, yes, the guy who did it, the man who killed the emperor, yes, the emperor killer, yes.
Silas nods too.
We took care of that. They say, we are proud people and we are beholden to a single prophecy. And it says that there comes a time where a person must go within the depths of the 7 caves and explore it. And within its depths they shall find a truth. The truth of ages. It is now that time. We suggest that an exploratory committee is put together and we send out a cadre to investigate the ruins and inspect them. That is all. They sit down.
Who are they looking at when they were talking?
Everyone, but they seem to pay particular mind to the prophecy. They say the prophecy pertains to a particular 5, and I believe they are amongst us now and shall heed this call. They sit down. The rest of the group realizes that this isn't exactly a call to a vote, and they go, are there any other measures that the denizens of Palor Draw would like to bring up at this great councilary meeting?
Could I comment on something actually? Not out of character. We never really resolved like how our that exchange with the staff regarding the staff went. Like,
Yeah.
Happen?
Oh
The-
right, yeah, we didn't really hand it over.
Yeah, you can, I guess, now if you want, hand it over. Or
Asker, just throw the table at him.
Asker's holding on to it for a second.
okay. How long are you gonna hold on to it?
He just wants to talk to the hobgoblin.
I actually want to hear this, so I
I
want
want to hear it.
Okay.
Let's make.
Oh, just say it in front of everybody. Yeah, let's go.
Oh no, he's waiting until everybody else except for you guys and the hobgoblin leaves.
All right. Do you give the hobgoblin a kind of knowing nod?
He just kind of opens his cloak a little bit and shows it.
The
And
guy,
kind of looks at him.
the guy looks at
and then
you
shuts his cloak.
and gives you a faint nod and gestures to the other goblins. The other goblins and Boyland gestures to the gnomes, and they're like, we will retire to the secondary boudoir. It seems that Roos DeCall has something to bring up with the first 5. We shall leave. And Boyland Manistan leaves with everyone else, and the only people in the room are the 5 of you and Roos DeCon, the hobgoblin leader of the Blade Bearers.
And this is going to be curious.
Right. So, a few things. One, I want to make sure there is no ill will between your people and ours, considering the last person who held this scepter was a bit of, how do I put this delicately, a
Not a
dick.
murdering bastard.
That too, yeah.
I am aware of the proclivities of your dearly departed scoundrel Gyarados, and I harbor no ill will. We simply wish the return of the sacred artifact of my people, and we will harbor no grudge about it. It left our hands in accordance to a prophecy told to us by the word bearers and the razor crowns, and we accept that it is the working of fate, something beyond us, a force working behind the scenes, a force known only to a select few.
A force named Gyarados.
Amusing. All right. I think this is our call.
It is. I'm inclined to give it on a few conditions, but I would like to hear everyone else's 2 cents on it.
Honike just goes, you have a staff that allows you to be the king of the goblins. May I ask why?
It was forged by our ancestors to defeat the Dalkir during the Great War. To look upon it,
No. I understand why you would want your staff back. I'm asking Asger why he has it.
I removed it from the body of a dearly departed asshole.
Oh, yes. Why did Gyarados have it?
We found it in the ruins here.
it was actually found in your pants, if you recall.
Oh yeah, that's
A lot of you were wondering aloud where you were going to find the ancient scepter that opens the gates of Palor Draw, and as soon as you thought it, the spear appeared in your pants.
let's just say it appeared out of nowhere on my person, actually, which is why I have it again after Gyarados using it. So yeah, honestly, the last time it was seen, I have no idea. Maybe our friend here can tell us that. But it literally appeared within my pockets. So, as to say, I guess fate has its way and wills certain things, it has willed its presence onto me. Why is it that you wish to have it back if you believe in your prophecy of fate giving it to those who it should be given to?
The prophecy states that it will be given to a man with a face that is not quite whole, and that he shall use it to open a door in a city beneath the mountains, lapped at by the sea.
Yes, we've done that. Nazgûl pulls the crown down.
Excellent. And after that, 2 nations shall become one, and the scepter shall escheat back to the people that forged it. And from then it shall expire in the time and in the end when the great fight begins.
Seems you needed for the trying times to come ahead. What does everyone else think?
They made it. It's theirs.
I'm not one for prophecies or fate. But if he is saying that it was written long ago that it should be in his possession, it should be in his possession.
I'm concerned about the power the wielder has. If someone all of a sudden assumes control of all the goblins, then we're short a few thousand goblins.
I will form an understanding with the man in front of us right now. What is your name?
Roos de Kal.
Bruce Dick Hall. I will only say this once. I will make myself very clear. The staff came into our possession through a convenience. That much I will concede. However, as we return it to you, should your people consider any form of treachery towards Palador Drawl, or as our country is now formed, we will reclaim it through any means necessary. Is that to be understood?
I would never dream of attacking a sister state, counselor, and I would suggest that you tarry your tongue in my presence. Those that labor under the flag of Palador Drawl do so because they wish, because they saw the strength of the wielder. The scepter is merely an artifice. It is merely a simulacra, an extension of will. It has no magic of its own. You know this. It is merely metal.
I remind the artificer that one man cannot make war against an entire nation. Besides, it ain't your turn to talk, is it?
Pretty base.
I remind you, however, that we have already dealt with one traitor.
Yeah, we can deal with 2.
We can deal with plenty. Now, Silas, your piece, please. You wish for it to be given back to us. Anything other than that?
No, there's nothing I need. It goes to them. It served its purpose with us.
Right. So, as a vote, it seems it is going back to your people. But I will make a proposition to you. House some of your army here. You will be benefited from, let's say, our artificer friend here's expertise in weaponry and mastery of things of that nature. And in exchange, part of your army will protect the new capital. An honor, I'm sure, for your people.
He rubs his chin and goes, It would be an honor and a privilege to defend the capital of the principality. He gives you a very supple bow and says, I shall dispatch my finest forces here, 1,000 men. Arm, feed, and house them, and they shall answer to you.
Good. And as part of this, we extend our hand in friendship to you. And he pulls out the scepter and hands it over and looks at him as he grabs it and just goes, but be clear. We are the new captain, and we expect a certain, how you say, respect from you yourself. Be careful who you speak down to among our people. And he hands it over.
First amongst equals. I know this too well. Well, I thank you for the return of this artifact of my people. I bid you a most jocund return, and we shall see you soon. He gives another supple bow and walks over to the front door, opens it.
I look forward to working with you.
As
Belfan smiles honestly.
As do I. He shuts the door, and right before it closes, pops his head back in and says, expect the troops soon, and then leaves.
So that's just him gone, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Fuck. I have something to tell y'all, but we have to wait.
Doesn't the rest have to come back?
Oh no!
and we all have to
I
finish
thought
the
everyone
vote?
else was. I thought everyone else was gone.
We're gone. It's
Just
only you five.
What? It's just us? Okay. Silent bursts out laughing. Dumb sons of bitches. And he'll take out the little booklet in his coat. Do you know what's in here? The full name of every leader in this great nation. The full name!
Did they all fill it out? Holy shit.
Oh,
Man, I should
Oh.
do that.
this. Whew. All right. We've got, I guess, a contingency plan now if anybody crosses us. Thinking about giving that little Fatale a visit myself. What do y'all think?
I'm all for it.
I agree. I haven't crossed paths with the Fae in a very long time.
I
I'm
pity
sure-
you.
I'm sure it'll be fun, to say the least.
Oh, hey, actually, one quick thing. Andre, are you there?
Yes.
Milo.
Yep, I'm here.
Check Discord really quick. We're gonna end the session with what exactly was bothering Milo so much.
I'm gonna comment to I'm commenting to Silas. I'm glad we can play off each other so well.
What the hell are you talking about? This was me.
It wasn't all just you.
It was.
That was a rather clever idea. They sent the book around. Like, what exactly part are you claiming with that?
Alright, Milo, do you want to end the session with your little
Oh yeah.
mystery?
So, I've composed myself since
Your melt.
my little spree. I saw some.
Yes.
Well, I was following a cult that worships Tiamat. I tracked them down. I wanted to know something. That's neither here nor there. They were all dead, and they were in a circle around Tiamat himself.
Herself, actually.
You mean?
Yeah, oh, sorry, Tiamat herself. I saw Tiamat, and she's dead too.
Wait, do you mean Tiamat, the giant six-headed dragon?
The Tiamat, yeah, she's kaput.
Wow.
Doornail, Dunskies.
What killed her?
And he pulls out the bottle of the good stuff and takes another slug. That's what I'm saying.
I can gander a guess.
It was probably a high-level sorcerer with a couple levels of cleric. That's an out-of-character joke
Okay.
about how
Wow, that's so specific.
how I have no
Man,
because
hell are
I
you
figured
talking
out
about?
I figured out how to kill Tiamat in like one hit.
So stupid. Alright, I'm gonna kill the recording there. You just got the spookiness that Milo was on a random